What's going on, everybody? It's your game master Adam here for Cinematic Epic, and we are in our final 3 sessions. So things are going to be happening. Characters are going to be dying. There's more to it. So there's going to be like a story, like the good guys, the party's going to try to do things, but characters are going to be dying. Oh, the misery that can be wrought with a character that you've only imagined meeting. It's beautiful, really. But cinematic epic is told in a few different ways. The ways in which that these things are spun. One first is the world around you that I weave with the characters, the stories, the interactions. Secondly, the choices that our players make at each turn. Aggressive, defensive, heroic, villainous, selfish, perhaps. And then, of course, the dice that are rolled along the way. Every 20 and every glorious one when the party rolls them. I hate when my NPCs roll them. And then the last thing about cinematic epic, and perhaps the most important element of cinematic epic in general, is that you're always welcome to try. At any moment, a player may always take agency and try to find a new path that suits them, whether it's a dice roll, lines, etc. We'll see how they wield such awesome power as we get our party in a little bit later. The other thing we do is we use tabletop audio. Tabletop audio is a fantastic way to add just a little bit more to your sessions, whether you are playing online like us or at a table at home. It's just a great way to add some music, some ambience, and that little extra flair. So check that out. In our last session of Cinematic Epic, we had the party kind of go through a little bit of a training montage, really leveling it up, having to fight Aegis over and over again to try to get better, but the improvement wasn't quite enough. They weren't seeing enough improvement, so each one of them had to pick a mentor through some choice screens, and there was a bunch of hard decisions that had to be made there because there were familiar paths and characters that were less interacted with, but they bring awesome power with them. And we saw each character have to make a difficult decision as far as that's concerned. Having their mentors, each one of them has received off-screen bonuses that the players, I'm sure, will love to wield their new powers as they have to deal with these final 3 sessions, because I'll tell you one thing. We're in the end game, folks. And that means all bets are off. I will kill a character, and I'll laugh while I'm doing it. In my headset right now is Director Derek telling me, like, whoa, calm down. But I won't. The important thing, though, is the players were split up in a Golden City ruse. It forced the party, Akama, Healith, and Thala in one direction so that Mina Graves, or Sequoia, as the Golden City believes her to be, was isolated and the flower was taken from her. Though she finds herself not alone, as the party was able to discern and see through the ruse of the Golden City and make it there just in the nick of time to avoid any casualties for the party. Akama then revealed a power we have not seen him use, which is transforming into a massive werewolf creature as he set a pursuit after Veln. That's where our story will take place today, as our party is in hot pursuit of Veln, who has the flower from Mina Graves, or Sequoia as he believes, head. But to be able to continue the story, we're going to need to bring in our party. So let's go ahead and say hello to them. Yes, look at their smiling for now faces.
Hello. We gonna stay smiling.
No, I hope so. I hope we make some cool decisions. We come up with some good stuff, and only maybe Healith dies. I don't know. But first up for introductions is Thala.
I'm like, yes, still Thala. We do need Healith to survive, but no, my name's Alicia. I'm playing the character Thala. She is a adventurer, gallivanter, Neridari from the island of Lunar Port. She stands at 6 feet tall. She is covered in blue-green hardened fish scales. She also has webbed hands and feet. Last, oof, I decided Fala decided to train with Angwin because it was either Angwin or Skem. It was a really, really difficult decision. Got through the training with Angwin, learned some new things. I even somehow, like, I don't want to say I didn't summon him, but I opened up a little portal and talked to him. That was exciting for Alicia and Thala at the same time because yeah,
Yeah. Oh
hopefully
yeah.
we can use these new skills.
Now, that was a clutch moment and a great example of you're always welcome to try. Trying to create new magics, new spells. I loved it. Anguin was received the message, and it definitely helped save Mina Graves. Next up on our list of introductions. So yeah.
Hello, I'm Miru, and I'm playing the character of Mina Graves. She is a treekin, which is a druid-like creature from the island of Mistkeep. She did have a little stint as a pirate. She's 6'4" with deep emerald green eyes, and she has bark-like skin, patterned with intricate engravings. Yeah, last time, she had a rough time last time. Veln almost took her out, but she lives to see another day, even though the flower was taken. But you know what? We're going to get it back. So we'll see what happens this time.
And she was far from a damsel in distress either. I mean, I know the party did have to come in there, but you had some wicked crazy rolls to delay and create some time and space for yourself. So Mina Graves putting up a fight. We do have another hero though. That hero being Healith. He's been a little macabre lately, but yeah.
Hello, my name is Ian, and I will be playing Healith tonight. Healith is a human, run-of-the-mill. You, me, everybody in between. He is a guardian Cerberus, and he is from the area called Norlock, a farming community, if you will. He stands about 6'3". He's tall, lanky. He's got brown hair with red streaks and green eyes. And last session, he was not quite the main character of this own little portion, in which Winter, his trusty handy-dandy spider, that lives in his backpack, was able to get out of the hole that we had punched in a room and make it possible for us to escape. Who would have thought that a little spider could pick locks? It was a clutch move. But
right, I'm just picturing a spider like giving the thumbs up and the nod, like
he's like, "Yeah, guys, I got this."
You want to talk about some main character energy though. Main character energy, Akama last session putting off that guy energy. Giant, blood birds coming down, destroying, doorways, breaking, counter scrolls and whatnot. And then, capping off the session with a transformation not yet seen here on Cinematic Epic. And so, Akama, yeah.
Yeah, just hiding half my character for almost the whole campaign. It's fine. I'm just hiding in the back. I'm James, and tonight I am playing Akama. He is a Stygian Pioneer Harbinger from Voloma. He's 5'8". He's got bright green eyes, and he has markings that are remnants of tattoos that run from his right hand up to his face, and he wears a half face mask. Oh, yeah, that's sadness too. Yeah, Oh, I don't even want to talk about that. This shit make me feel sad now. And he had that dream, and now the dreams, it might be coming to reality. Who knows? But hopefully, we'll be able to do what we need to do, and my people can follow the right way, the original way, the original recipe.
Yeah, okay. We'll see
I
how
don't
that
know.
works out
I think everything seems pretty good here in the light of Thespis.
Oh my
Glorious, in fact,
God.
as with its powers that be, for not only you, Akama, but your people. But
Mm-hmm.
before we get too far into things, we need to take a quick check-in on our tokens, our health, our gold that we have, our resources, if you will, for this upcoming session. And ooh, Mina Graves got us a little worried down there. Currently sitting at 0 health from the last session. Just a little, a wee bit damaged. Now, just to clarify, for our health system, we do go into the negatives equal to what your positive health total is. While in your positive health total, you cannot be maimed, you can't lose limbs or be blinded permanently or no permanent effect. Whereas once you go beneath into that negative health while you are still fighting, you're still kicking, that is where extra thematic damage comes into play. So unless Mina here finds some health, chasing certain Golden City warriors might be a bit problematic for the character.
Dang.
But I'm excited personally. We're here. We're coming up into our finale episodes. We've got a few stories left to tell. And I think, without further ado, I think it's time to get into this session. Yeah.
You would think.
About maybe 15 minutes before the party had crashed into the building where Mina Graves was being held. So right now, the party is still running to the courtyard. They're about to summon their giant bloodbird. They're about to contact Angwin for information. On a different side of town, a couple pours some tea while having lunch. I'm just so excited that we were able to come out to the Golden City. This is so much different than the farm.
Oh,
No.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a real honor to be here. I'm very excited to see all of the action and at such close proximity. If it's anything like the last bouts, I don't know if my heart can take it. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're not wrong. I mean, Healith has been acting a bit strange lately. I haven't really been able to meet with him, but the few times I've seen him in passing, he seems like there's been a weight on his shoulders. And I don't know. He didn't look very happy that they won the last bout, back in the what was that city called? The mountain or something, Errand Star, or whatever. But I mean, so that's why we wanted to talk to you about it.
Oh God.
Helen looks puzzled. When you say he seems troubled, heavy, would you say that he feels distant? Oh yes, almost as if just out of reach. Huh. I think you've put that very well. Elegant, in fact. I do apologize, though. I am going to have to excuse myself. There's someone I need to go see.
Oh God.
And Helen would excuse herself from Healith's parents as they sit and enjoy their lunch. Their entrees come out and they break some bread and they continue eating when all of a sudden they look up in the sky and, oh my word, what is that? As they see this large bleeding bird flapping its wings across the city. In fact, multiple people at this table are like, oh my, what in the world? What is going on? And they see this creature soar up for a second and then swoop down with a large bang in the distance. Across the city, people react to this. Back at the homestead of the heroes, the Andrews wonder, it's weird of them to be using their powers. Do you think we should go? We should probably check it out.
Oh my god.
No, you should
Elsewhere
stay
No!
is-
in your
Oh
house.
my god.
Elsewhere, as other heroes were training, preparing, researching, characters and heroes like Russ. Well, that was odd. What's going on? I gotta go check it out.
Oh my god.
Characters like Skem
Hmm.
clutch at the necklace upon their neck.
Ah.
I'm going to have to end our training short. I have something I have to look into. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh.
And many others that the party would be familiar with. Ace. And Valkyrie. And even Anguin's attention are drawn by this spectacle in the city. As the party then would crash into the building, they would have the bout as described in the last session. Counter scrolls would be ruined on the entrance of this, the blood seeping out. The flower would be taken by Veln. He would be running, and Akama would take 2 steps forward, tear clothes from skin, and be standing before you, a werewolf. And so Akama,
He looks taller.
what action do you take? Veln is on the far side of the room. He's making his way towards a door.
Oh, he ain't even got the room yet? Bet.
If I can, I'm trying to cut this man off.
Perfect. You take off in hot pursuit. What about the rest of the party?
Do we know what's going on?
You would know. I mean, you would not be aware of the flower because only Akama passed that part. But you would see that Veln's on the far side of the room. Akama has transformed. Akama is making a clear bead towards Veln.
The door is destroyed, yes or no?
The door behind you is destroyed, yes.
Oh, so the door in front of us, the more
Yeah,
door where he's going.
He's going deeper into the building, not onto the streets.
Okay.
Can I, like, caregiver myself? Is that a thing I could do?
You're always welcome to try. Let's see here.
Let's try.
To stop any sort of basically to enhance the healing that was bestowed upon you by the blood magic that stopped any over damage done to you. We're going to call this a 13 caregiver.
Oh shit! What you
I
got?
have
Nat?
It is
plus
13
5.
on the dot.
I got 5. Yeah.
Okay, there you go. I was like,
13
what
on
you
the
got?
dot. Yes, you may increase your health by 2.
Hell yeah.
You're not at 0. You straight. Are there people in his? Are there people in front of him in his way? Well, not in his way, but like in front of him.
There are a few types of people in this room. There are guards and such that are like trying to clamor back after the commotion. They haven't yet like re-grabbed their weapons. These are not heroes. They are just regular people who work as guards. And then there is Veln at the far side of the room. And then the last of the group are just clearly confused civilians that were here as like to like fill the room. So Mina Graves felt like she would walk in as if this was the gala.
Okay, because my idea would be like not to. I don't think it'll really stop him, but try to put things in his way to at least slow him down.
Sure, like what?
Use the magic to try to. That's why I was wondering what's around him to try to use the magic to try and like push things into
tables,
his way.
chairs, stuff like that.
So basically, me trying to use like waves to try to push things into his way to, I guess,
Okay.
at least slow him down. Because I don't think they're gonna stop him, but they might trip him up.
We're going to have you roll an attack roll, and that will be what he has to best on his sturdiness.
Wow.
That's insanity. That is insanity.
Can I get a miscellaneous NPC D20 real quick?
Miscellaneous NPC
Oh
D20.
my
They crit
God.
that joint.
We just
All right,
got here.
Akama. What you are going to need to do for me is you may choose an athletics, acrobatics, climb, or sturdiness. And that 20 is the number you have to beat. As chairs and tables that look like they were meant to be splashed in front of Veln come colliding into each other just behind Veln and in front of you.
You go ahead and hit that athletics on that thing. I got a 6 in athletics.
Perfect. Six
Already
in athletics. Would you
Who's
like to
taking a
use
nap?
any skill points or experience points?
you would be. That's a good point. Let me go ahead and let me put an experience point on that. Let me put one of them things.
Perfect. So we're working from a 7. We need to equal or beat 20. Let's see it. Akama.
I'm so mad. That's okay. It'll be fine. Oh no.
I didn't make it.
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't make it.
Sorry. It's not my fault. Tried.
You try your best to get over through and past it, but you find as the water splashes around your limbs like you would like step on something, they slide a little bit. And while you're able to get over the obstacle still, Veln is able to get to the doorway before you're able to catch up with him. So you're at best going to be able to get to the doorway before you can close it, rather than stopping him in this room.
Yeah, let me...
Before Thala or Akama continue, Mina, Healith, anything that you would like to throw in during...
Healith would probably go after Veln as well. He's not certain why Akama's going after him, but if Akama is going after him, then he might as well go as well, because he knows that the armor of Veln has stopped every magical attack. Let's see if it stops a physical attack.
Fair. It's also Veln, so.
While you're Healith, for you, you're not like close enough to Veln when all of the chairs come colliding together, so you're able to kind of more like skirt across the room and just avoid the blockade in general, while Akama has to like work his way around and through it. With Akama's speed, you're like impressed by how fast he's able to move. Even with the obstacle, he'll still make it to the door before you, albeit not as exaggeratedly as it was going to be before.
Gotcha.
that's him running around.
But Akama, what you do see is Veln turning to close the door and presumably, you would imagine, lock the way.
I'm over here like, my bad, guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to charge through that thing. I'm trying to bust down the door as he's closing it.
We're going to call this an athletics... give a second. Athletics 14 is the number.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
My God. That's one
you have
short.
That's literally just one short.
Oh, actually, wait. The light of
I was gonna say
Thespis.
even with the light.
Oh,
Hold on.
no, Light of Thespis.
Let's give me the light.
I was like, wait a minute.
Light of
Give me the
Thespis
light.
already proving clutch for Akama, the Light of Thespis.
You can have it, but-
You're able, like, you're running and you like leap out for the door. You see him like beginning to shut it, but there's just this little glint, this spotlight that seems to propel you ever forward, and your hand is able to stop the door just before like the latch is able to like activate, so it clicks on the side and you're now on one side of the door, he's on the other. He immediately is letting go of the door and continuing to run. So the current state of the room is going to be Veln is but maybe 5-6 steps ahead of you, Akama. Healith, you're maybe more like 15 steps behind. So Akama is 5 steps behind Veln. Healith, you're about 15 steps behind Akama, and Mina and Thala are both across the room from all of this happening. Is there anything that any party member would like to do at this state?
Well, normally I would go across the room, but I feel like I should make sure she's okay. Before I go over there, I don't know, because look, she already was left alone. I'm not gonna run across the room and proceed to leave her alone again.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I'm locked in on my mission.
And that's okay. Somebody got me, but y'all are kind of together, so we're like split up, but not.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I guess
We're at least doing the buddy system.
Yeah.
So
Buddy.
in which case, so Thala, you're going to stay with Mina. You're both going to stay in the main room. Healith, Akama, you're pressing forward after Veln.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Perfect. As you charge into the next room, Veln is like making his way to like a second doorway. This kind of seems like a prep room, maybe for wait staff or something to get things ready before taking them out into the main room. Thala, you look like you have something.
Well, because I was like, you're asking if we were going to do anything. We were just talking about what we were doing, or is there like something we could do with? Because I am here with her because she's doing all the. Can I try to like? I don't want to say caregiver her because it's weird to say that, but yeah.
Yeah, 100%. It is a 14.
Well, because I also have like this selfless healer thing going on, so I have a +3 because I only have like 1, so it would be +4, but hopefully.
Let's see it.
Oh no!
Dang.
I tried my best. I tried.
Yeah,
I had to at least try.
It's you can tell like there's a moment where Thala like you get to Mina and you're like, I know what I'll do. I'll make sure she's okay. I see like the cut. And you start looking and you're like, do I close the bark? What do I?
That's fair. That's fair.
There. You're doing great.
I'm trying my best.
Question. So I do have a once per day where I can heal an ally within reach range. Does that apply to myself? Can I use that on myself?
Rita's written yes, so I will allow it.
Amazing.
I mean, you are
You are a friend to yourself.
your own ally.
Yeah.
I should hope so.
So what's my physical state at this point? I guess after all this healing.
So that one heals for 3, I believe, right?
Yes, I believe so.
So you're at 5 health. You have no permanent damage done to you. You're still not like necessarily, tip top shape. But you're in general fine, save for the fact that you are missing your right ear.
Okay, great.
Oh yeah.
So at this point, I would tell Thala like what happened, and maybe we figure out if we're going to leave the room.
Perfect.
Like with the
So
flower
go ahead. The floor is
Yeah.
yours. How would Mina describe this to
Oh
Thala?
yeah. Thala, that Veln ambushed me, and he took the flower with the Hedera, the queen, the purple queen. And that's why they're chasing him. So I feel like I'm okay enough if we want to follow them. But what do you think?
You know what? If you think you're good, we should get up and go, because that's, from everything we've learned about Sequoia, very important. We got to get that back.
Yeah. So I
Okay.
think we should follow.
Let's go.
All
Try
right.
to catch up.
Thala and Mina Graves, you start to make your way across the room. Akama, you're right on the heels of Veln at this point. Veln doesn't even attempt to lock the door behind him. He gives it the old, like, run through the door, slam the door shut on you kind of thing. And they are giant metal doors, so we're basically going to see if you roll a 1. This is an athletics check 2.
Are you running on like 4s? All 4s?
Not even all 4s. It's the straight up devil man type running.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
No!
God.
No!
I think there's got to be some way to re-roll this. There's got to be a way.
Not natural 1s, I'm afraid.
There's got to be a way.
Wow.
The door shuts and slams, and you slam into it. full force, no damage, no nothing, but it does stop your momentum. You have to grab the door handle, you have to rip it open, push it forward, and then resume your speed. And at this point, Veln has now increased his distance from you by 1 full room. He still doesn't have time to turn and lock a door, but he is now at that point where you see him like running through a doorway, and it's like the cape and heel of him rather than just his whole figure. For a brief moment, Healith, you are standing next to Akama. If the two of you would like to have any interaction with each other,
I'm gonna look at Healith, and because I'm
Healith is
wolf
under the
man right
assumption that if he's Wolfman, he's not going to remember or understand a thing that I say.
Nobody knows.
now, I just turn and look at Healith and I say, and I always say, but I say with my mind through the mild telepathy that I now acquired. I'll be like, Veln has the flower. He's the flower. He's like, look at
Okay, you don't have to yell.
he has
that
the
way.
flower.
Healith on a very personal level is going to be like, not this shit again. Another person reaching into my mind. However, physically, he's going to just understand, okay, he has the flower. If I recall from last time, we did mention that the flower actually has the spirit of Hedera.
yes.
Trying to recall that from.
And the other thing in general is, even if you're not 100% on all of the specifics of it, it was no mystery that when you if you ever looked at Mina Graves, the flower drew attention. It felt weighty in its magic.
We knew that thing was important.
I want to do a thing if I can.
Oh,
Sure.
Before I continue Devil Man running after this man. I want to spend maybe 4 health, I guess. God, my health is I hate doing this. I want to make my man Healith some kind of creature to carry him faster. Fleet of foot in these terrain that we're in. I guess maybe just some kind of steed, but I'm just thinking something that's not too big to be that he can maneuver, you know what I mean?
The creature that you summon is indigenous to the lands of your people. It is something that you need in a true bond, need a symbiotic relationship with, and a lot of trust. In this magic form, it's the facsimile of it, so all of that isn't required. But effectively, this stick bug like entity now sits over your body, Healith, and when you move, it moves. So as you step forward, you find you're able to move quadrupedally and get almost like a gallop going like Akama that the creature seems to kind of know instinctively. The two of you are now able to move at the same pace as you continue to chase Veln.
what is this? Avatar?
That's uncomfortable.
That's what I was thinking. For Mokto.
Okay, I guess we are moving this stick bug thing and Dogman.
Yes, stick bug good.
Cool.
Dog man.
As the two of you
Stick bug good.
As the two of you set off, Thala and Mina, you make it to the first door by the time that Akama and Healith have made it through the third. So you are behind the party, but luckily all of the doors are open, and there is a sound of commotion that you're able to follow as you continue moving forward.
All we can do is keep going.
As Healith, Akama, as the two of you continue chasing Veln, you find yourselves in a little courtyard. Not a courtyard into the open streets, but imagine a court, if the building itself is built around it. There's a little outdoor picnic area that's kind of within the structure. As you make it out there, Veln is on the far side. You're both picking up speed in this open environment. You're closing in on Veln extremely quickly. When I need a reflex check from good old Healith, the reflex is 17.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's 17.
Okay, I'm like, what do you have?
So, Healith, in which case, with passing that, you are going to be able to theme your reaction on this. For a brief instant, you're running, and you see this glowing, symbol, this glowing something, and you're like, that looks just like Aegis's shield. Wait, that's not a shield. That's a hammer. And it's flying straight at you. Would you attempt to dodge this hammer? Would you attempt to like, tank it? Describe to me what Heath would do with this coming at him.
Well,
Hot hammers off this bitch.
considering that I just recently got the perk Movement Master, I am going to deflect the enemy attack back at them and doing half the damage, rounding down.
We're gonna try.
How does this work?
Yes, yes.
So we're going to get
automatic
their attack roll first, and then you'll have to equal it. So we'll basically just roll 2 dice. If your reflection roll equals or exceeds the attack roll, you can reflect.
Gotcha.
My God.
So it's going to be and also it's a D30 attack coming at you.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
you should have knew that, but
Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured that might be the case, but with the
You know what,
16,
though?
it's possible.
16 is a very beatable number, even with their
it
bonuses.
is.
So we are looking for an 18 to beat their bonuses.
Do I add my deflection to this?
Yes, you do get you do get the full benefit. So you are able to
Okay.
reflect it.
I am, because that makes me 21.
You see this coming at you. You're able to reflect this partially. It kicks into you. All of this training that you've had with Aegis. This is a very familiar attack pattern that you're used to. This kind of, very accurate head, torso, like aimed attack. It's like a safe but targeted blow with kind of a larger instrument of magic. But you redirect this and send it flying back at the attacker, and it nails them square in the chest themselves, and they like stutter backwards. However, as you this all happens in such a blur, you reflect it and send it back, that you hit the target, and you realize there's 2 others coming at you. You see that you're looking at the orc, the serpent,
That
and
tracks.
the dwarf of the Phoenix Court.
Oh, God. Awesome.
Akama, as this is happening next to you and you're running, you glance over and you see that none of them are even remotely approaching on a trajectory towards you. So Akama, you have a choice here. Do you continue chasing after Veln, or do you stand your ground here with Heath?
Can I get a look at Heath and see what kind of look he has on his face in this moment?
Let's get that. Well, I'll give you a perception. We're going to call this, everything's happening really fast in the moment. We're going to call this a perception 15.
I think I have a decent. Let me see.
That's going to pass.
I have a 6 from perception, yeah.
Perfect. That's going to pass. And so you're able to snap a look back at Heath. I'm going to give you a 10-second timer to communicate with Heath. This is all happening very quickly in the moment. When you're ready, go.
He's looking chasing Veln. He turns back, looks at Heath. He sees the people throwing shit. He sees Heath deflect the one back and see the other two coming in. He looks at Heath like, should I stay or should I go? And he just waits to see what Heath's face kind of says.
In that split second.
Heath is completely focused on the 3 coming in. It is clear that the training with Aegis has already started prepping him for the idea of he's going to have to fight multiple, if not all, of the Phoenix Court. It is clear that he is getting himself into kind of that set, ready position that you have seen in training when we have gone up against Aegis multiple times. It seems that he is not really focused on you, and he is way more focused on getting them away and keeping them back.
All right, Akama.
Right,
So it comes
he's
down
locked
to,
in.
So
He's
what's
locked in.
your decision?
I'm keeping on the mission. I gotta keep on Veln. We can't let this man get away.
Perfect. Akama continues after Veln, so we're gonna, as Thala and Mina begin to catch up, the orc is charging at you, Heath. She screams out, "I'm tired of you! I'm tired of hearing about you! I'm tired of smelling you! I'm gonna tear your head off!"
Oh, okay. We are angry. I forgot the book
Heath
was a girl.
seems nonplussed. He's just
Oh,
the emotions that you would expect to see from Heath don't seem to be coming at that same reactionary point. It seems almost that Heath is beginning to feel like almost a trance.
Fair. As the orc is charging, this fight, for the record, is in cinematic, so we will not be rolling a initiative. But I have factored in a couple of things. That way, your narratives can still apply some of its bonuses.
Okay, I was gonna ask, how does that work? Can I make the argument that I have initiative because I just turned that whole shit back on them?
Yeah, no. So, like I said, you will have a way to gain advantage. Advantage will be the equivalent of you having your initiative bonus. This can change mid-fight based on the current setting of things.
Understood.
But so she's charging at you. You see her begin to sprout her wings, and in all the times that you fought Aegis, he would fly up. He would create that 3-dimensional space. She almost goes quadrupedal. She grabs the ground and starts sliding on her hands, and where her hands touch the ground, these long tendrils of light and fire are exuding from her fingertips as she slides further across the ground. While she's doing that, the snake one has flown full up into the air. It is from their fingers creating this orb of light that seems to start to spiral and twist and become multiple different orbs of energy. The only one not in this attack right now is the dwarf one, as he's kind of wiping himself off, getting himself back into it, and catching up to the other two. So right now that's what's in front of you. The orc one is coming in imminently and low, and then the snake one is higher.
I have a follow-up question, and this is, did Aegis ever put a haft on the Ironstone blade? We never talked about it last session, but that was a
yes,
request
I do
that he had
apologize.
had
That you were
previous.
meant to get that. That should have been added to your inventory. That is my bad. You do have an attachment that allows it to be equipped to pole arms. Yes.
Okay, cool. Thank you. And I have the ability to attach it, correct?
Correct. Yes. So right now,
Cool.
it is not equipped, but you could if you would like to.
Understood. Okay, let's see if they're coming in low.
And meanwhile, while Heath prepares for this oncoming attack, Akama, you continue forth. You find yourself 2 rooms, 1 hallway later, so a little bit away from the outside. You can still hear the echoes of grinding stone and the clash of blades. But Veln isn't running anymore. You find yourself in a room with both Kristoff and Veln,
Oh no.
where Veln has handed the flower over to Kristoff, and Veln steps towards you now. I have to say, this form is intriguing. I
Fuck 'em
look
up.
forward to putting it to the test.
Fuck him up.
And what would Akama's
Could this be considered a time when someone's monologuing?
in that particular instance, no. You can always try to get them to
Okay.
talk more, though.
I mean, because I was thinking, well, I feel like now he's turn to fight. I think Akama would turn back, basically.
I'm over here we're not here for you. We're here for the flower, Brett.
Okay.
But I kind of just want to shoot Kristoff to make sure this man don't leave with that flower. I'm not gonna lie. Say anything, just
Fair.
he hands it off. He turns to fight, and I'm just I transform back, and I'm just like, boop.
So what are you doing now?
Can't they shoot arrows too?
Yeah, I would like to try to shoot this thing. off to try to make sure this man don't run off with that arrow. I mean, with the flower.
Perfect. So you transform back. You begin to pull your bow out. Seeing this, Veln immediately activates. Like he does not hesitate even slightly, especially because he is the golden protectorate of his masters in the Golden City. So he is. We're going to see your attack roll first, and then he is going to attempt to stop it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh well. Do
So much debate.
I re-roll that joint?
So much debate.
Okay, I gotta remember all the things I can do now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I need to re-roll that. I think with mastery.
I was gonna say, did you do what I said?
Perfect. We're going to re-roll that with mastery.
Cheat. Okay. Well, that's better than 6.
It's better. I wish it was slightly
Yes.
better than it is, but it's better.
All right.
All right, and with that roll, we're gonna see Veln have to make a reflex check. He is going to have to equal or exceed it. That total would be a 15 with your combat bonus and your light of Thespis.
Now that I think about it, I think that's actually a crit because I think
Oh.
I have the +1 crit range from the skill. I mean, from the just points, and then I have a perk from leveling, or from the last session, actually, from the training, that gives me a +1 in my crit range, also. So in the weapon I'm using is 15, so it puts it down to 13 crit range.
Yeah,
There's a lot
no,
of
you,
rolls.
yeah, absolutely. That is a magic crit. So in which case, that is going to mean that this roll is a bit harder for Veln, as it's going to add a +5 to what he needs to reflect. But he is going to be using the perk Untouchable, which allows him to deflect full damage back to you.
Oh my god.
So we're going to see if he can equal. That was a 15 total, so a 20. He needs to roll higher than 20, and he does have a +5 to this roll on a D30.
God.
I see that.
I'm about to get...
Oh, gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Will, of course, re-roll that with their version of mastery. Though on mastery for D30s, it is just the D30 again. It is not the extended table.
So it could still be low.
Get another
Low. I know, right? Let it be a 3. Okay.
Oh
6
my
is
god. Oh
Okay.
my god.
I'll take 6.
So he is not able to deflect the blow. He's just behind it. The blow flies out towards Kristoff, and this immediately floors the mage. While you can tell he's still groaning and heavily wounded as he's like, Veln is now he's landed, and he is now attempting to stop you from firing more shots by fighting you. Akamo, would you stand your ground, or what would you be doing?
Seeing him being about to approach, I want to take the time. Akamo's gonna cut his finger on one of his arrowheads. Oh god, now even more health. I want to spend another 2 HP to make this is like a wolf type situation, like a wolf type creature, and I'm gonna send it to try and get the flower from this man Kristoff was on the ground.
Fair enough. We are going to go to the others while this resolves. But the one thing, just to leave it on a little cliffhanger, is in response, Veln is going to use his next action with a perk called I Am a God.
Oh no!
Oh my
I gotta
god.
go read
But
this shit.
we'll
I feel
return
like I've
to
seen that
heal it.
before.
Maria.
So Helith, scraping tendrils that are growing behind the claws upon the ground, orbs multiplying in the air. Thala, Mina, you are almost like you can hear all of this. It's getting very loud, but you're not quite yet in like through the doorway of the courtyard. Helith, what do you do?
I am going to. So, how far away? First of all, what is the orc's name? What is the serpent's name? What is the dwarf's name? Have we heard them? I feel like we have. It's just been a while. At least the orc.
I do not believe the serpent or the dwarf's name have been stated. But in this moment, they're just combatants to you.
Okay, cool. I am going to do I'm doing an aim shot, and I'm doing it against the orc as they're coming at me. So it's +2 to my crit range.
Perfect. For this one, we are going to do a roll-off between the orc and you as you both wrestle for this power in your clash.
Gotcha.
Oh my god. Ah, shit.
Poke.
Bring the accent up.
Not
From low to high. I'm doing a golf swing on this low riding bitch.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh my god.
I can't
No, I
see
think it was
theirs.
an 11. Yep. I was
Oh!
right.
Okay. What is their
But-
bonus?
They're a bonus +2 right now.
What you got?
So, oh goodness gracious, let me click back to mine.
What you got?
Unless you have
Oh,
something
my
I'm not
goodness,
aware
no.
of, you should be a +1 in this current interaction.
Only +1?
I believe so.
Even though I haven't mastered it?
Well, because only the first level gives you an actual +1. The others
Mm.
are bonuses to forced action, crit range, proficiency, and then mastery itself.
Even though we only get proficiency or mastery.
But if I gave you the
It's
light
a
of
scam.
Thespis-
But if you had the light of Thespis, exactly. So with this, your blow comes up, and it's like she stops just shy of where your pole arm is. Again, there's some familiarity with the fighting style of the Phoenix Sword, and in this regard, though, there's a difference. Aegis always closed the gap using his might as one of his main abilities. You find your pole arm just an inch off actually connecting. You can almost hear the tip scratch ever so gently against the armor of the orc as she stops, and then the tendrils whip out from her fingertips from the elongated ground and begin to wrap you up. To keep yourself in motion, I'm going to need you to make a sturdiness check of 13. Sturdiness 13.
Understood.
Which you succeed, which means you are able to react in full as the snake one goes to combo with this rooting power, and this barrage of this starfall like energy starts pelting into your direction. How would you theme your reaction to this?
I would. Let me find this perk.
At
Will
this
then
point,
use my spell
Sorry.
spell sword perk to defend myself against the attack. I need to roll a d20 plus my armor bonus plus the weapon attack bonus and spell defense. If I'm successful, I cut through his magic.
perfect. So let's see your roll first. A pretty good roll, though. A pretty good roll. So 9 plus your bonuses. If you can go ahead and grab your number, and then we'll see their attack roll while you calculate your total. So 16 is the total for the attack from them.
Sorry, I'm
I
struggling.
believe you
I'm
passed
doing
that
all
with
these
your
exercises.
armor bonus
I-
plus.
Yeah, my armor bonus is 7 plus
So, yeah, you passed it, yep.
1 from. Yeah.
And so Mina and
do I
Thala to paint the
immediately-
picture. I'm sorry.
I then immediately do an intimidation check
Oh,
on success.
Sure. Let's see your
Or at least-
intimidation.
Let me make certain I have intimidation too. I'm doing that wrong this entire game.
breaking up, bruh.
8. Let's see if we'll roll a d30 for each one of them. Let's see if any of them fail 8.
Wow. Well, one did.
One did.
I'm going to theme the dwarf. He's expecting easy prey. He's kind of in this, he got his weapon deflected back at him. He now sees that you've gone toe to toe with one attack and cut down another one. He's not like, oh my god, but there's a hesitation of like, huh.
Wait a minute here.
I'm reevaluating like how we're doing this. As Thala and Mina, you enter into the courtyard. You don't see the full exchange. What you do see is a flurry of blows from Heath's polearms, some attacks being like cut off or thrown into different like harmless directions from him, and him standing there with 3 members of the Phoenix Court in front of him. One thing that is it's unnerving, not requiring an intimidation check for any of you, but there seems to be a shift in the Phoenix Court's demeanor. The 3 here go from what looks like kind of ambushing, almost like they figured they could just bully you around, to a more, okay, we're going to actually swing and mean it.
Oh.
But there's an important question on Thala and Mina's minds as they run into this room. Because one thing is missing, and that is a comma.
Yeah.
From the far side of the room, you can see a doorway that has clearly had like a claw mark as a creature ripped its way through the frame. And so, first to Thala, I ask you, do you stay with Heath, or do you pursue towards Akama?
And this is rough because we need Healeth, but Akama I know is trying to get the flower, which we also need.
Listen,
In my mind,
This is
I
all-
would
this-
think.
I'm sorry,
Hmm?
go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
I was just to say this is all happening very quickly. So the only person that can speak is Mina, as you are going to be asked the same question. So if the 2 of you
Yeah.
may converse with each other, albeit briefly. Heath, you are not even aware that they are in the room, as your attention is locked in on the 3 members of the Phoenix Court.
If I try to say something to him, would he answer?
You have no way of knowing that.
I know.
I think maybe we split up.
Because I don't know if he needs. I don't know if he. I'm sure he needs help. Does he want the help?
Yeah.
That's a question I don't have.
That's a different
I forgot.
question, yeah.
Let me be followed.
I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, I think getting the flower back is paramount to what we're doing, but also, I mean, they're kind of equal importance, so I think we
need
could
Healer
split up.
because he has the weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, well, who's
Yeah.
staying?
me.
Hmm.
That's our boy.
You're not here. Sorry, so who's staying?
You know what? Let me stay. I'll stay.
Okay. And I will go and try to help Akama.
Perfect. So Heath, you stand there, you see the shift in their demeanor, and while it doesn't unnerve you, you're not like scared. There is a part of you that is like, fighting one Aegis has already been very tough, and you see that side of them come out, that I'm not playing any more side that you've been interacting with. But just as you're kind of trying to think of how you can try to deal with this 3-on-1 scenario, Mina Graves steps up next to you.
So
She's gonna start yelling at
I
me.
want to give Heath a look, and then I need to Is there anywhere around me where I can like hide? Some of the.
So actually, in which case, I will say there. Would you have entered the room with? That is, I kind of walked your character there, with where you're going because I think I know where you're going with this. Would you have entered the room at all?
No, I probably would have stayed a room
The
behind.
courtyard?
Perfect. In which case, I apologize, but we're gonna retcon that for a second. Heath, you're kind of like, all right, what do I do? How do I deal with 3 of them? And you hear footsteps, and just out of the corner of your eye, you see Thala like run behind you across the courtyard, not
He sounds so
stopping.
wet. The wet ass.
And you're just kind of like, cool.
Cool.
Oh my god. But he knows
But-
it's more than just me.
As
As I'm running
for the
by,
record, though, for
in
the
my
record-
mind, look, I have mild telepathy too. As I'm
true.
running
Go
by,
ahead.
I'm going to tell him that I'm going to help Akama, Mina staying behind.
Fair enough. So, in which case, you now know that. So, one thing, and now we're gonna leave this moment on a cliffhanger, just as we did to Akama as we go and check back on him. But Heath, as you hear this in your head, that don't worry, Mina's just a room behind. You're not left alone.
Mm-hmm.
The orc in front of you, eyes glow as the sight of the Phoenix Court activates.
Oh shit.
And we will
It's
come back
bananas.
on their ability to read into your mind
bitch.
here in just a second. But,
Well-
Akama, over to you. Veln,
You need to get a handle
he
on
sees that he failed to protect his ward, so he charges at you with lethal intent, lunging at you, activating the perk, I am a god.
that. What is that? I gotta read.
And that
this
is going to
bitch.
be that he is going to use a major epic token on this attack roll.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
You're trying to nuke me from orbit, y'all.
Let's
He's trying,
let's
he'll
see
try.
the attack roll. And I'll
I
once we
see
see
it.
the attack roll, I'll theme this for you, Akama, so you can make your decision.
Oh
of
my
how you're
god.
doing.
You know what?
He does
You know
get
what,
a
though?
free reroll to this.
Oh my
What
god.
perk is that? No.
Let me get that perk too.
Bitch.
Oh,
So a 19 plus his bonuses. There's a +5 bonus to this roll.
Yeah.
So that is a 24 plus his normal. That is a 27 major epic token coming at you.
is that worth making him re-roll it? It's higher
make
than
him re-roll?
average. I can once per session. I can force an enemy to re-roll a
10.
melee attack.
9.
I
This
guess.
it could be better.
Six.
Yeah, let me go ahead and re-roll that giant.
Let's see it.
Re-roll.
He's
I'll take a
rolling the
chance.
dice literally. He's gonna force that to be re-rolled. Let's see if Veln rolls higher or lower.
What kind of attack
Please.
is
We don't know yet. He just
Oh.
doing some sword shit probably. I don't know, man.
this? Oh fuck!
It's worse.
Oh god.
Oh! And that puts
Oh
Veln
my
into a crit.
God.
No. Good lord.
I got a
Fucking
once per
shit.
session forcing to re-roll the crit.
Yes.
I am going to say here's what we're gonna do.
Oh
This
my God.
this is going to represent, Akama in this moment. You're trying to you see this attack incoming, and you're trying to throw everything you can at it to stop this from impacting on you. While I didn't plan for these rerolls to be stacked up quite this way, it's definitely not within the intention of the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a calamity rolled. A 30 or the closer to 30 it is, the better for Akama the outcome. Whereas on a 1, the better it is for Val. We're going to see a calamity roll before we resolve any other rules.
I'm tired of all these D30s. I'm looking around my character sheet. Oh my god.
So in this 5 represents Akama. You look up, you send out your first, like you're forcing him to move his action. He's rethinking his blow. You see that he lines up a far more lethal strike, and as you're trying to ready yourself to best this incoming strike, it's too much. It's too fast. You realize you've been in place for too long. And so, Akama, I need you to roll an armor defense. I need you to roll your defense dice to see how viciously this attack hits you.
Also, I got a +4 because I ripped my armor off transforming earlier.
Perfect.
Oh,
He's like,
chest
anything
out
helps
now.
right now. Anything helps
could
right
help.
So it's not bad. It's not a 25 before bonuses and crit. With that, give me 2 seconds for the damage here. That is...
What's your armor bonus?
4.
Oh, I thought. Okay, never mind. Cool.
So
Yeah.
18 and 25 with bonuses. And of
That
nature.
is going to deal 9 damage to Akama.
So what you at? Negative what?
No, he's not.
-4.
Wait, oh.
He's used like
I was
Yeah,
been
I
bleeding
forgot.
myself.
of his health
Yeah.
to create blood creatures.
How does the red zone work again? Because I have something for that too.
Hold on. Because Veln
He's like, "I'm not
has
done."
a special ability called Rapid on his attacks, which means when he crits, he makes a second attack on his target. This also applies to the tokens. We're going to see another dice roll from Veln. If this one crits, you would be able to use your reroll crit ability.
Oh my god. Oh.
So I don't think you want to force a reroll on that one. And he cannot force a reroll right now. But that is still plus 5, 6, 7, 8. So that is still a 10. So we will need to see Akama's armor roll again for this second attack. That is still bonused by a major token, just as a reminder.
But
Hey,
okay, well, it's still can still beat
I'm
the
passed.
So with that, you're just going to take an extra 1 damage from that blow.
10.
That's 10 total.
10 total.
Yeah.
And
Also, yes, what that red zone do?
with this, one of the things that like as the attack hits you and you're kind of realizing, you're like, all right, I can weather this. I'm not down. I'm not out. I can hold on to this. And you stand there for a moment as Veln cockily stands just in swinging range,
This motherfucker here.
as he knows the next step of his attack is about to take place. You feel unable to touch your blood magic. You feel unable to touch the magic of your mask. You realize his attacks, while he could have gone far more lethally, he didn't strike your face. He struck shoulders, limbs, hips, joints, knees. You find yourself crippled. To make an action, you must first roll an appropriate stat. So if you were to cast, it would need to be intelligence. If it was like physical, it would need to be strength or dexterity, depending on which one it is. Equal to the total damage done plus his arcane knowledge, which is 5. So you must, to do anything, you must first roll a 15.
Jesus.
As you stand there feeling this paralysis, just shifting in place, you feel this golden energy resist your body.
Okay.
While you look over that, Thala, you're down the first hallway. You're about to enter in to the room. You hear a cataclysmic impact, and you see gold shining out like from one of the doorways. So you're like, yep, that one. Gotta go there.
That's the right way.
And but we are gonna go to Healith real quick.
Oh shit!
And I'm gonna give you a bonus to this roll, Healith. I'm gonna let you pick. Or we'll give you a deception. A deception check is what you're gonna roll. With your training with Aegis, you are going to get a situational +1 to this roll to resist and deceive the Phoenix Court insight.
Yes.
So
Love that.
let's see what your deception brings.
What did deception do?
Ooh.
That's insanity.
That was bullshit.
That's some dog water.
Oh,
There's an invisible
they
wall.
still have to pass. They still have to pass. Now they do have perception or insight 5. So we are going to see in their insight roll on a D30, can they beat 12 or 14? Yes.
I'm so mad.
Now, Healith, your training has taught you to keep the Ironstone blade safe. This information is not in question. However, you see immediately as the one flying, the serpentine one, like kind of like perks in attention and then turns its head towards the door that you just saw or know that Thala has run from, and begins to fly in that direction. And on that note, while Veln has crippled Akama, needing 15s to take basically any action, Thala about to perhaps have the rematch against Veln that she has kind of sought to an extent. Healith staring down 2 members of the Phoenix Court and 1 being clued in on the position of Mina Graves. We are going to take our 5-minute break, letting our heroes mull this over, letting our heroes count up their cinematic tokens, count up their epic tokens, look over their perks, and prepare, because we are going to have some fun rolling dice on the other side of these 5 minutes. We'll be right back.
Nah.
And welcome back to Cinematic Epic. I'm your game master, Adam, and oh boy, the party is in a perilous state. Dice have been a little rude to them. Thala casting water and chairs and tables in front of Akama as he tries to clear the room. Nat 20s, Nat 1, Nat 20 for that. That was amazing. You know, you got to enjoy that. But the party persevered. I will say Akama got the first injury on one of the Golden City's members, albeit it's Kristoff, not one known for his impressive combative skills, but now finds himself in a golden paralysis from Veln's most recent attack. Will Thala be able to equal the playing fields? Will Mina be able to handle the one-on-one incoming to her character, despite her not knowing it's there, with a Phoenix Court member? And is Healyth's training enough to have him fight two members of the Phoenix Court? Well, there's only one way to find out. That's to bring our party back on in and get them rolling some dice. So we'll pick up with Healyth. So Healyth, you see, as one of the Phoenix Court members, seemingly like hears something in their head and then begins flying off towards the direction that Thala has just come from. The other two members are squaring off with you, albeit, like I said, their posture is far more like that you've seen from Aegis in your training, so you know they're throwing real blows now.
This is real.
Throwing bows.
Here is my quickest question. Am I able to enter the doorway, or do I have to cross the courtyard to get to the doorway that Thala entered from to get into the courtyard?
You know, it would be great strain for you to make it there ahead of the one that is flying. Like getting in front of the doorway to the other two, not as big an issue, but the one that is in the air, you'd need to roll some dice.
Okay. Thought. Here's the thought. Oof. I think I might attempt to do an athletics check closer. I'm at that one off, but if I can close the distance, I can then be able to. I presume that since I know that that's the direction that Thala came from, and that Thala said that Mina's in the next room, I should be able to yell into the room like, "Mina, watch out!" If I can.
No, that makes sense. So we're going to call this to beat the one that is flying. It is going to be an acrobatics, an athletics 16. The other two will make an attack on you, but in this moment, you're turning your attention to the doorway, and you're full on sprint, as that's the only way to attempt to beat the one that's flying towards the door.
I just want to say for the record, Thala never said Mina's in the next room. I just said Mina's staying behind.
Fair.
That's all.
I don't know if that is me, or like if that's to stop me from being able to do that maneuver, or if that is
it's just a noted clarification. So, do you want to roll the dice?
Yes, please. I mean, there's only one way that you came from, so there's only
he's
one
gonna do
way
it
I
anyway
came from,
because
so.
now they're going that way. Okay.
A +7, boy.
+7. That is going to be a success. So while you are able to cut off, you're able to get ahead of it. The following two actions at you are going to be like you're kind of like getting there, you're turning, and this is happening. So we can roll a reflex to see if you can force an additional interaction, but otherwise these are coming at you. One of which is the tendril lashes trying to wrap you up again, and the other one is that so you kind of like you're turning. These are both coming at you. The tendril lashes are flying at you, and the dwarven one has like flown into the sky, hit an anvil, and the anvil is rocketing towards you, in this giant golden flaming anvil. And these are the two things that are happening towards you. Like right as you turn. The serpent one is kind of reacting to you, but you'll have a more direct interaction with him.
Okay. For the do I roll a reaction? I'm sorry.
Sorry. Let's see their attack rolls first. So we'll roll their attack rolls first. The tendril lash is coming at you first.
Oh shit.
And then the dwarven anvil.
Holy fuck.
Bruh.
All right. So the reflex. So we're going to give you a reflex check. Succeeding a 25 lets you react to the lashes. Exceeding 26 lets you interact with the anvil. Let's see if you can do either. It's just one dice roll. If you succeed both, you succeed both.
I mean, you really could, but.
See that nat 20.
Oh.
He's built pretty
Close.
strong, though.
What is your reflex? It's going to come down to it.
What's your
My
reflex?
reflex is 5.
24, just
Oh my
shy.
god.
If only you had the light of Thespis. Look how relevant that would be in this session.
Hold on.
Yep.
One second, Jasmine.
He's like, what do I got? What do I got?
Because
Yeah, you might have-
know.
Might
Because
should have
sometimes
some fight points on that.
4, 3,
I think, well, he had to
Two.
do it first.
1.
We can,
Yeah.
next time. Next
I-
time. Next time.
And
Is there a
so-
perk to let you put them afterwards?
Helith, you're
there
able.
is,
to,
but I don't think I have that.
Not yet.
So
Sorry.
Helith, you're able
was that?
you're able to get in front of the door. You see these two attacks coming at you. You realize you're not getting up a guard in time. But you had originally said your intention was to yell out into the room. Would you say anything as these attacks are coming at you?
Am I allowed to modify that act to grab the... Oh god, I have the notes. I just don't have my notebook because I'm a dummy sometimes. I have one of the crystals that we had bought at the shop, which increases the defense rating. I don't remember that one.
Armored amethyst.
So you can roll that for while these attacks resolve on you from the armor roll, but that it would not apply to a reflex.
Just couldn't remember the actual wording, and I wanted to make certain I had
Yeah,
that.
no problem.
I'm a fool.
But so anyway, so you arrive at the doorway. You said you were going to say something when you got there, so I want to give you that opportunity. You're like turning to your attackers. You see this coming in at you, and stage is yours.
Sorry, trying to get the right amount of motion because Helith is not feeling all the emotions at the moment.
Yeah, no, you're fair.
Mina, whatever you're gonna do it fast.
I'm like, they're coming.
As the two attacks, as the lashing whips tie around you, you know you're gonna have to break free from these, but not before the anvil comes smashing into you. And so we are going to need a defensive roll for the crystal. You're only gonna be able to activate that once. Would you activate it for the lash whips or the anvil?
I'd use the anvil, but that is more of me, you know. That is a terrifying image to have of an anvil flying at you from above.
Possibly like flaming. I don't like that.
Yes.
All right,
I don't like
so
that
we're going
either.
for the anvil. So we'll roll.
Yeah.
We're going to roll your a defensive roll for you for the lash whips. Since you failed the reflex, you are not getting your armor bonus against the lash whips, but you will get your crystal bonus versus the anvil.
I don't get any armor bonus.
Roll pretty
17,
decent,
still quite a good roll. The tendrils, they lash, they burn, they rip, they tear. You're used to this type of magic after so many bouts with Aegis. However, it is still going to carve into you, dealing 4 damage from the attack.
Damn.
The second the anvil comes flying in, as you worm your hand in your pocket, you're able to grab the crystal just in time to activating it. So we're going to have you roll your defense roll, but you do need a 20 for you to not need the crystal to activate with your current armor state bonus.
Gotcha.
Oh my
Almost.
god.
So 19.
Did I
So
get
it is still worth activating because the way the crystal is going to work is it's going to put you to an equal roll. So the dwarf will still get his crit bonus for having crit with his attack, but it's going to take that from a 8 damage attack down to a 4. 3, actually.
And that's well worth it,
Yeah.
to be honest. No.
So
And
you
battle
activate
spell.
it. Activating the crystal feels bizarre. For a split second, your skin is replaced with this scaly stone-like object. Not actually fully, but it's like your body's encased in this both liquid and solid substance that as the attack hits, it the like you would fall if not like being held up by the tendrils, but your body, instead of like hitting its break point and having to worry about whiplash and all of that, it feels like this gel-like stone keeps you in place. And you kind of snap back, having taken 7 damage from the combo of these 2 attacks. But let's check.
Damn.
But
Wait,
let's
7?
check. 4 from
You said
the
4
tendrils. 4 and 3.
7.
And then 4.
7
so-
total.
7 total damage. Yeah, so 4 from the
total.
tendrils.
My apologies.
Yeah, 7 total damage. Yeah.
I was initially thinking that was 4 and 4.
This and then we are going to check in with Akama and Thala over in the bout with Veln. So Thala, as you're running down the hall, you turn and you enter this room where standing, like you see Akama kind of standing there, a bow in hand. He's kind of twitching, but he's not full moving. And Veln stares at him and then kind of looks over his shoulder at you. Oh, Thala, how are you?
I'm over here like, we don't care. Is that bad? I feel like I'm afraid to use this again because I don't want it to backfire twice in a row. But I feel like I'm gonna try to ask Akama, like, are you good, bruh? Like, I know he don't look it, but I feel like it's worth the ask.
So, yeah.
I'm not facing her though, right?
I don't think you have to be facing me, do you? I don't think so.
No.
No, you just have to be in sight.
Yep.
Within,
Oh, okay.
Shooting distance.
Okay,
You don't have
okay.
to be
Yeah,
looking at
gotcha.
me. But I
Yeah.
mean, who else sounds like me that you've met?
Yeah, I'm hurt pretty bad right now. I can't move very well, but I think I got some stuff to heal me in my pack, but I don't know if I'll be able to move. I sent a wolf. There's the flowers over there with Kristoff. I sent a wolf after it. I can't point, but you know what I mean.
He's talking. I'm like, okay. Does he have? He said something about his pack. Are his things here?
Yes. Yeah. He didn't lose his inventory with his transformation.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's why I'm over here, like, because he said he can't move. Does he? Can I see his things? Do I know where they are?
Yeah, you would see his satchel, his bag, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you
Now,
know.
whether or not
Alright.
you're going to be able to just go up and grab that while Veln's there is different.
I feel like Veln doesn't really think I'm a threat. So in my mind, he said, he's like, okay.
Listen,
so now we're back to he's
don't-
like, Thala, how
I'll
are
try
you?
to take care.
Whatever,
I'll try to
whatever.
take care of myself. Just get the flower. Get the flower.
I was about to try to have a conversation with him as I was walking in the direction I needed to go.
One thing that you would note about Veln's posture is while he does kind of give you that semi-cordial greeting, there's a intensity in his stance, as if he's not the playful swordsman that he would normally, espouse himself to be. There's a seriousness in his nature, and from across the room you do hear Kristoff whimpering, and you see this like blood wolf like attacking what seems to be just a little bubble around Kristoff. A scroll lays used on the ground.
Is he like in a corner? Is there like doors?
He's just
on
on the floor. Yeah, in a little protective scroll bubble egg. For now.
I meant to ask you if I passed whether they were incapacitated or not, if I passed guards on the way in here.
No, not currently. Not.
They could have been on the ground, but
yeah, in the main room, the first room, yes. Past that, no, you have not passed any guards.
Damn. Okay, it's too late now, but it's fine. Oh my gosh. Now he says he thinks he's gonna be okay even though he can't move. But and he's saying get the flower.
So-
Well,
What do we got? 10.
oh my gosh. I don't know if I can do anything about it with my magic, but I'm over here like if I can somehow like break the bubble, I feel
Sure.
like I
You
should
want
try.
to send a spell at the bubble? Let's see it.
I'm over here like what could break the bubble? Oh no.
Not
That is
that.
bad.
It still hits and impacts on the bubble. It does damage to the bubble as it does not roll a defense. It just takes damage from it. But the bubble is still holding. But we do have a character to check in on, and that is our spirit walking Mina Graves. So as you for you, it's you and Thala decide who's going to split up. Thala runs out of the room. You begin to enter your spirit walk, and you.
Oh,
what?
can I do something before? Can I do
Of
something
course.
before I enter the spirit walk? I want to entomb myself with earth, vine, rock, wood, whatever natural thing I can think of to create literally a tomb around my body before
Let's
I enter.
let's
into
see a
my
roll for
spirit
it.
walk.
Let's see
That's just
how
smart no matter
sturdy
what.
this is using your nature magic as a bonus.
You don't want to just leave yourself unguarded, hiding or not.
Perfect. So you are encased in. It's not the strongest, as there isn't a huge amount to pull from. They now, while plants have re-entered some of the rooms for tabletops and stuff like that in like these adjoining rooms, you could definitely tell they were very prepared to try to deal with you in that main room, and they really cleared out a lot of anything natural. But you're able to scrounge together a barrier the best you can.
Okay, so yeah,
Something better
let's
than nothing.
let's spirit walk.
She said, let's get to moving.
You now find yourself standing next to you, as if no longer attached to your physical body. As you presumably make your way out towards where Healith is, you see as he gets to the doorway and he goes, "Mina, whatever you're going to do, hurry!" Or whatever version of that it was. And you see as Healith just gets slammed with attacks, and if it wasn't for getting to a crystal in his pocket, he probably could have been laid out by the flurry of blows. Now, one thing that is also very visible to you in this state is, one, how bright the Phoenix Court are in the spirit world. They almost feel blinding to look at, this raging inferno of phoenix energy. And in this realm, they're far more bird of prey like, despite what their physical forms are in general. And the other thing is, as you look at Healith, it's gray, it's decrepit, it's fading. There's a heartbeat, and you see the resilience, you see the personality that he had, but it's as if it's being compressed smaller and smaller and smaller. And each time it hits a point where it can't get any smaller, the compression is too much, it just starts to break and shatter away.
And Mina doesn't know that he has the Aaron Stone. Is that? Or no, I do know that, but I don't
Yes,
know
you do
that's
know
what's causing it. Okay,
Yes.
but I don't know that's what is causing this. Okay, I just see.
You would be willing to make that an educated guess that those two things are coinciding, having, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good to know. In the short term, I'm going to try and help him and get these people off of him. So it's the orc and the snake that are out here?
So there are
Is that
three.
right?
There are two that are attacking.
Oh,
Healith,
all
and
three
one,
of them are out there. Okay.
Yeah, there's one
Okay.
that is like, as you're coming to the doorway, it's attempting to, the serpent one is attempting to fly past Healith into where you are. And then there's the
Yeah.
orc that is currently like has Healith tied up in tendrils of fiery like whips, and then the dwarf who's preparing another attack in the air.
Okay. I think my first priority would be the serpent, the one that's flying. So what I would like to do is use my magic to try and like create like a geyser of mud to like kind of get into their wings and like weigh them down, and also to try and suffocate them.
Gotcha. I like it. So in which case, let's see this attack. And while in the spirit world, you do have a +5 to your crit range versus target's spirits.
Yes.
You hitting the soul, burying up the soul.
So that is going to be a +6. That is going to be a 17 total. We're going to get a resist magic from the Phoenix Court. This is only on a D20, as it is in the spirit walk side of things.
Oh,
that's not going to do it.
Okay.
So Healith, this is what it looks like to you. You're like, this big attack comes in, and you hear roots and vines in the next room, and you're like, all right, whatever it's going to be, it's got to be good. And nothing happens as you see the bindings begin to get tighter, and you're starting to like, okay, I have to think of my own thing. Like, what am I going to do? You see another anvil about to be launched at you, and then this geyser of mud and water seemingly both exists and doesn't exist. You see it, but as it splatters on the ground in this place around you, it just dissipates. But the serpentine Phoenix Court member goes flying backwards, slamming into the ground, gets up, and is clearly like...
Everybody confused.
Both of you do hear the serpent one immediately deduce, though, spirit walking.
Oh. Well.
Great.
So,
okay.
Am I currently still bound?
So before you continue, Healith, is there anything else that you would like to do, Mina? So you cast that first one. That is the scene as it was. What would you like to follow up on with any other action?
So I've used magic on them. Is that is that considered a con status effect?
It can be. So that one the attempt to bog them down would be a sturdiness check. So yes, it would be a con check for that for their next turn.
Okay. I have a narrative ability where I can remove the con status effect and make my target friendly. So I'll do that.
Interesting. Can you direct me to this perk just so I can do it its justice?
Sure, it's milestone 5 for the Guardian.
When I was talking to her about her sheet, she mentioned this, and I was like,
Oh.
"What?"
Okay. I love this. I'm having to jump. I'm gonna dive into this real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Narrative 5.
Sure.
5.
Get him!
Yeah.
Get him!
Look, no. I want to convey how excited I am that I'm having.
He's
Right.
just people fucking up.
Best friends
Make him
forever.
roll a d30 against himself.
His buddies, like, hey,
We got d30s too now.
since we're cool now.
So it does exclude bosses, which the Phoenix Court are statted into.
Oh.
However, I am going to theme this in because I like the attempt of it, and so this is how comboing that in. This is how that plays out. Spirit Walker, you're gonna have to deal with that one. And the dwarf ceases his second anvil, and he like lands down, and he starts building like a little chair out of magic. And now the serpentine one is going to turn its attention towards Healith instead. But so for this moment, Healith, right now, the only Phoenix Court member paying direct attention to you is the orc.
Am I still bound by the tendrils?
Yes, you are still bound by the tendrils. And that's when a thought, maybe a feeling, begins to itch across Healith's mind, his psyche. This feeling that, especially at that last cavalcade of attacks slamming down into you, and now with the attention being split off you for this moment, you hear the Ironstone blade itching, asking to be used. And so, Healith, you have a choice.
I mean,
Oh no.
Do you use the Ironstone blade or keep the blade a secret?
I will theme this in that Healith feels the pull. Ironstone blade is calling, and there's a moment where he's very tempted to have Whisper switch it to his hands.
Oh.
But he knows he doesn't think he can kill all three of them. And if he can't kill all three of them, one of them might escape and tell the others. So for now, he knows he has to keep the blade a secret.
that's fair. I mean, that's smart.
Wonderful. And so, Healith, bound by the fiery lashes, though you only have one paying attention to you, what do you do?
I would like to firstly, I presume I need to use a reflex to unbind myself from the tendrils.
You will need to do a sturdiness check or an acrobatics. Those are the two that you would use to beat this binding.
Then it's definitely going... they're the same, so I guess it doesn't truly matter which one I do. So we'll do
All right.
acrobatics to try and get away.
15 is the number to beat. Let's see it.
Oh,
That's insanity. The
well.
sponsor was right there.
What? Okay. I like any of this.
Hey,
So
man,
while Healith, so you struggle at your restraints. Mina, you watch as this chair is being built in the real world. The serpent's turning its attention towards Healith. But let's check in on the rest of the party over with Veln and Kristoff.
fun.
So Akama, you are so you can see as it where you are that Veln has a little golden dagger of sorts in his left hand. This is obscured to Thala as his next attack begins. I will give you a reflex check to inform Thala of the incoming attack.
Dala, he's got a dagger. He's gonna throw it at you or something.
And let's see if the warning is in time. This is a reflex 10 for. I believe that you still pass that. I think you.
Yeah, I got
Was
good
this
reflex
out?
for
Was
sure.
this out loud?
No, this is in the mind palace.
Heard.
So
My malice.
he does pass that. So you send out your attack, Thala, just to theme where this is. You send out your attack. It hits the dome. You hear this. You turn back to Veln, and he's thrown a dagger like over Akama's shoulder. So like you didn't see this weapon prepped as it flings at you. What do you do?
mean,
A dagger's flying at you.
dodge. We're gonna dodge.
Perfect. I'm gonna have both of you roll a knowledge arcane.
Oh,
the number to beat
Arcane, hold
is
on.
16 15.
Yeah,
15.
this is a raw roll
Hold
for
on.
me. Plus the lead at despise.
I was trying to see something, but I don't think I got that in there. No, damn, it's the wrong one.
Call me
You
Mr.
said how
Educated.
much?
Not enough.
15 was the number to beat.
Yeah.
But Akama,
Not
you do
quite.
pass. You're like, this seems like so odd. Why is he throwing a little thing? We've never seen Veln do something along this lines. And then one of the things that Okram has been doing in his practice with you is he constantly uses items to reposition himself with, in charging a little bit of this and throwing it out and then switching to where the item is so they don't have to move directly.
Oh, bitch.
This could be what Veln's doing. In fact, it looks almost identical to it. Would you like to inform Thala?
Dollar, he's about to be on top of you.
Oh god.
With that, Thala, I'm going to allow this that you were going to roll this reflex check or dodge check at a negative. I am now going to let you roll it with your bonus instead. As instead of just dodging the knife, you are now prepared for Veln being there in his.
Yeah. So it's still technically a knife, not like a spell of sorts. It's like an
Yeah. And again, you're just like, oh, it's a knife. Let me get out of the way. And this
But now I
warning
know.
prepares you for a second gambit of it, so you're no longer at a negative for this next part. So let's get an attack roll from Veln and a dodge roll from Thala. She does get her full 5 instead of a negative.
That's nice, because
Can I
okay.
prepare?
Oh,
Can I try
very
to
good.
move when he moves?
Absolutely. We'll get this roll here, and then we'll go to that.
Oh my
Ooh,
god!
shit. Hey, but I still got higher though.
Yeah, it is still enough to dodge any sort of lethal damage, but all of a sudden Veln is now like in standing range of you. He swings out his strike. He cuts across your hips area and then goes to stab at your right hand, but you're able to keep your hand out of range of it, and you just take 2 damage from his attack.
Oh, that's big damage. He ain't even hit me.
You did avoid.
He shouldn't have hit me.
You dodged his paralyzing effect, which is the more important of the two. I can do the paralyzing and not the damage if you want.
No, he shouldn't have. I got like 25 and he got a 20. It's bullshit.
He got some bonuses too, some bull. He got some old rickety shit in his
I'm
character
like-
sheet. He out here trying to beat us up.
Yeah,
He's trying to kill
has
us!
fill out his character sheet. But Nakama, you wanted to try to take an action?
Yeah, I want to try to, because I'm seeing him, knowing that he's probably about to teleport away. I'm trying to move at that same moment to try to like get towards where he's gonna be. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect. We'll call this an athletics check first,
Oh my gosh.
and it's 15 to
forget.
do any action.
That I had
That's
that I'm over here like I have a thing.
I pass.
So this is all still in that first dodge roll. So because he
Well,
passed the knowledge check, he's aware of what's going on. So you'll get an action here in a second, but this is for this roll that Akam is doing, Veln hasn't actually teleported yet.
Gotcha.
So Veln is still in front of Akama for this resolution.
I
So
understand.
you are able to move, and he's kind of generally where he's going to teleport, looking for the knife. What would be your follow-up action, Akama?
Okay, so because this man crit me last round, I have an additional action also. I had that perk, but I just want to first, if I could, I just want to grasp this healing hematite and crumple this shit and use it, please. Please, I don't want to be -5 anymore.
Okay.
That's
I don't know how much it heals, but I need
looked up the
something.
picture. Hold on, I looked it up earlier because I was trying to find the picture.
And so that does mean, though, that this next action towards Veln is going to be a forced action.
Yeah. It
Well,
says
that's what I was saying. So
full
that
HP.
the additional action doesn't help me with that. Because, like I said, I have an additional action this turn from being.
Oh,
crit.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
What you got?
I want to run up. I'm trying to basically like he teleports. I heal myself. I'm turning, and I want to come up behind where I think he's gonna teleport to, and I want to turn into a werewolf again. I'm about to try to maululate this man.
Oh my god! He's like full health just to be like. Cha-cha.
So we're gonna call this another. We're gonna call this. So this would be magic based now. So we're gonna go Faith Stygian to retransform. Need that 15.
Did you say that healing hematite is a full heal, son?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh, thank
One
God.
charge.
You are at full health. However, the
heals
effects of his major epic token still ail you. So
Yeah,
we'll
I'm
see
still-
if you can.
Still wreckaged. That's pretty low. I do have mastery though.
Would you like to use your master?
I kind of need this to happen, so I kind of feel like I need it.
Ah,
The way that shit just dropped out.
Right.
With the light
That
of
is a
Thespis and my plus
15
one.
On the dot because of the light of Thespis, so you are going to be able to transform. And so again, this is you're twitching and you every time you move, like to get your hand to your belt to crush the stone to transform back into the werewolf form. You've been just like these golden anchors just having to break each time you're trying to even do the slightest action. And then finally the attack roll on Veln. We need to see a 15 or higher first.
Is there anything I can throw? Okay,
There's so much going on right now.
Is there anything I can put on this roll to help it, just to make sure?
Is it
Like
attack
on the
roll?
roll to build a move.
So you've got might points.
You got might points.
Okay. Because this
Do you have
is not the attack
tokens?
roll. This is a roll to be able to attack, right?
Oh no! I thought...
Yes. This is not your attack roll. This is your roll to be able to attack.
Oh, okay.
I will.
Oh,
And does that get any other bonuses to it, or is it just a raw roll?
It's just a raw roll.
Yeah, let me go ahead and put like 4 of them might points on that thing.
Oh, sorry. So this isn't a combat roll. So this would be your experience points.
Yes.
Let me go ahead and put my last 3 experience points on that thing.
All right. We need we have +4 with the 3 experience and Light of Thespis. Can we get above 15 for the attack action to be a part of this whole chain of events?
Please. Oh,
That's enough. That is enough.
All right. So you get to do your attack action. What are you doing? Take me there.
So he crumpled the shit. He turned. He like slathers his hand in the blood that's just all over him at this point to remake his mask, and he's like transforming as he's coming up. And when Veln appears in front, I don't even know how he attacked Dala, like what he did, but I just want to try to. Yeah, I just want to try to come up from behind him. I'm just trying to munch on this man's head from behind.
Munch.
Because I know that part is not armored in the same way. But let me see if I got anything I can throw on this round. I'm definitely putting like probably 4 might points on that joint. I need this man to get beat up. But I think I don't have aimed shot, but oh yeah, let me use fighting spirit. So my next attack will receive a +6, and then after that, the next attack after that will be a +4, and then the next 2 attacks after that will be +2. But then I get -4 for my next 4 defenses.
Gotcha. Well.
And yeah, that.
Let's see.
I want this man beat up. I'm doing that. I'm spending 4 might points. And then, you know what? Go ahead and throw that last minor epic token on that shit too. I'm trying to munch this man up. I'm trying to crumple his brain.
We have queued up literally the height of what Akama can bring to the table. The most. You know what? Let's see the roll.
You know what?
Let's see the. And then Thala, as this combos in, you will get an opportunity to act here in a second. Because this is now as he's teleported in front of you.
I crit on a 17 or higher.
Woo.
That's a crit.
That's an 18. That's going to be a crit. So, Thala, to paint the picture for you, Veln appears in front of you, slices across your waist. You feel his blade, but the golden magic doesn't seem to like cling to your scales. He lunges the tip of his blade at your right hand. You're able to like keep your hand out of range. Clearly something about his attacks, he's trying to anchor down the ability to cast or perform abilities or do magic. However, you see the violent twitching spasms of Akama as he forces himself to grab his crystal, crushes it as he's transforming, snarls, rips himself forward. His fangs seemingly glow almost as if it like the moon, like directly just in the sky, bright as the night, almost like a sun at in the dark, and he's rearing down on Veln, attempting to go for the head, and energy is welling up, a Stygian darkness around Akama, though you still feel this light around him.
The light and the dark at the same time.
Of course I do.
That's me.
So would you like to do or combo anything here?
I'm trying to think, because I know my magic won't do shit to him, and if I do anything physically, it'll probably have. I don't want to like get in the way of Akama and accidentally fuck him up, like fucking. You know what I mean? Like fire to the back.
No, you
yeah, that was a little fucked up.
Better.
Okay, so since this is what I'm trying. This is what I'm gonna do. Since he hit me and I took damage, we gonna attempt this here, because this is after sustaining damage from an enemy, immediately turn invisible. Unless that enemy successfully rolls perception versus your stealth plus your highest spellcasting, you remain invisible until your next attack.
Perfect.
That ain't it, but that's where we gonna start.
Cool. So, Akama, you hardly notice it. Like 1 second you see Thala there, the next second she's gone as you're bearing down on Veln. Veln doesn't attempt to pay attention to Thala as he feels what's happening behind it. He's attempting to turn back around.
We're gonna meet face to face, and I'm gonna bite your face.
So Veln needs to roll a reflex check to see if he actually gets to make an action, or does this just resolve on him. He is going to need a 25 or higher. He does have a +5 and is rolling his D30, but 25 or higher for Veln.
Okay.
So close.
Not gonna happen.
It was right
Not
there.
Going to happen. It is in fact too little, too late, with Akama having pounced on Veln from behind. So that is going to be. Give me 2 seconds. 4, 5, 8. You crunch down onto Veln's like head. You feel your teeth grind into his skull. You can feel bone kind of like crack underneath your jaw. The only thing that stops you from biting further is he managed to just barely get like the handle guard of his sword up into your mouth at the expense of his own self-preservation, though, as his own blade is like kind of stabbed into himself to get the position required. You have him like in a grapple, biting down on him though, and we're gonna take a quick aside back over to Mina and Healith.
Oh, come on. We'll be like, it's getting good.
So, I'm crunching on. I'm just like, you got to finish your breakfast.
So, Healith, you had just struggled to try to break out of the coils and failed. So, Mina, this is what you see before you. You see the chair, the throne that the dwarf has built. The second he finishes like crafting it,
oh no,
you immediately see it in the spirit realm.
Oh fuck!
And he is beginning to move to go and sit on this throne. And you know that is his version of entering the realm. On the other hand, you see that Heath is struggling but can't break free and is locked in. And since he's locked in, the Serpentine one is preparing a new spell that Heath is trapped for. What does Mina Graves do?
How close are all the Phoenix Court members to each other?
The closest two would be the orc and the serpent. They're about 20 steps away from each other, 20 feet ish. The dwarf is quite a bit away.
All right, we're gonna try something. Mina digs down literally into the depths of her being to try and let out like the mightiest sound she can let out to push them back and slam them into the wall and to try to like render them unconscious. And we're gonna drop a well, I believe last time I got a medium epic token, so we're gonna drop that on this.
Okay. Now, one thing I will say is for this attack, I'm definitely to flavor it to give you the full scene scenario. If you want to target all three, to keep all three of them in line with this, Heath is in the attack cone, or you can target two.
Which two can I target? The dwarf and the...
You could effectively target any two, but getting all three is putting Heath in the range.
We'll target the dwarf and the orc.
Perfect. Let's see an attack roll from Mina, and this is going to have the charge of a medium epic token.
Oh good lord!
No.
Would you like to?
I was going to say
the re-rolls.
It's the master.
Oh yeah, we're gonna re-roll that. Yep.
It's just like mastery. Yeah, because this is not the time. This is not the time. That's so much better.
Is that a crit for you?
I wouldn't even technically. Yeah,
that is a crit.
So if anything, it's 20, right? Or
so,
I don't know.
Even with this, now Heath, you take no actual damage from this, but you're sitting there. You see the snake queuing up this attack, and it's coming down at you. You're trying to move. You're trying to break free, and then this deafening boom, as if like a sonic boom went off just in your eardrums, almost rips at the orc and the dwarven one, sending them flying backwards. Your ears ring, your bones rattle, your teeth feel hollow. You can't even imagine what would have happened if you also were caught in the blast. However, the Serpentine's attack is going to come at you at the same interaction. So for this one, you will still be rooted, as the orc had not been knocked off. And so with that, give me 2 seconds. We're going to need a D30 attack roll. And then it is a +5 to this roll with their perk.
Wait, I thought I knocked the orc away.
Yeah, this is the serpent. The serpent was the one actually attacking Heath. The orc was the one holding Heath, but these two things are happening at the same time.
Since
also in this,
not allowed
the chair,
to force an action.
so the throne is shattered, and this is in the same interaction. So you're doing like the boom in the spirit realm. This is happening as that's happening. So you chose the two targets. You're doing this, and then this attack is hitting Heath. So this is a D30 +5.
Bitch.
So, one thing I need a resist magic from Heath. So let's see what you roll on that compared to that attack roll that was just run.
Christ.
Oh boy.
As this attack rips into you, one of the things that you note is you're like weathering it at first. It's similar to the Aegis magic, but it's not the Phoenix Court magic that gets you. It's the arcane elements of it. It's the non Phoenix Court energies that really wear you down as this boom and ringing all happens at the same time. Healeth, from this attack, you are going to take 7 damage.
So I'm dead.
Wait, can I force an action?
After my
action?
In this,
Okay.
so Mina, what you would see is the two of them get thrown backwards. You see Healeth just getting slammed by this magical energy, and then yes, of course, you're able to force an action.
Okay, so all my once per days can be attempted an additional time, so I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal him.
Can
Yeah, absolutely.
Can I? Okay.
So yes, and I will count this as a caregiver as well. So we'll roll that, the number to beat for the Healeth, what's your total health? Your positive health total?
At the moment,
positive health.
positive and negative.
No, just positive health total.
5.
5, cool. So 5.
Boy,
so
where your health at?
7. So that is
negative
this is gonna,
9 at the moment.
Just as a whole.
Oh yeah. I mean, so the negative, you can't go
Negative
below
9.
your other one, but yeah, it's fine. So yes, you're gonna roll a caregiver 10 is the number
Okay.
to beat.
I think I got a plus 10 for the spirit world for caregiver. So
You were correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Look at that.
that's crispy.
Does she even have to? No, I'm like just roll to see how.
That's what I'm
she said
saying.
I got a plus.
I
No!
mean, well, damn.
So if it's
you
a 1,
do-
it's just a 1. There's no bonus.
you didn't accidentally heal a Phoenix Sword member, but your regular heal still goes off, so that is going to put Healeth at
It's gonna add.
5. So 1, 6, 5. You said your health is total is 5.
Mhm.
So 5. That's going to put you back to -1. So we are going to still need a non-forced action, but we're gonna let that sit there for a second. So Mina, you attempt to reach out to Healeth, but it's his spirit, his soul, it's brittle. Touching it like crumbles in the spirit realm as you're attempting to like interact with him in any sort of capacity.
He needs some lotion.
But you see that he
Some
is
lotion?
fading and fading fast.
In the sun.
In fact, actually, Mina, I need a sidebar with you real quick.
Oh.
Okay.
In this moment, as you're watching Healeth plunge into this depth, into this unreachable place, this purgatory to be sorted amongst the souls, there are two things that weigh very heavily on Healeth's body, his spirit. Two items that you could reach out and in this capacity take onto yourself as a burden. What they would do to you is unknown, but they would almost assuredly save Healeth in this moment. The two objects that you're looking at, one, the Ironstone blade you're more than familiar with, and the other one, embedded deep in Healeth's core, is a small ring.
Shit.
You know not what accepting these items would do to you, especially because you would be accepting them into your very soul, into your very spirit. However, it would alleviate the burden from home.
Damn. Can you remind me about the ring? I mean, I remember it, but just can you give me a little refresher on the ring?
What you remember of the ring is that it was a treacherous device that every time it was brought up, people kept bringing up Upsilon, this dark pantheonic god of mutation and mutilation, this experimenting thing, chimeric entities of just fusing magic and monster and man together to create unspeakable horrors, dwells within Healith. This was also an item that the Phoenix Court very much wanted Healith to have.
This is a toughie. I'm gonna take the ring.
Okay, so you're taking the ring. What about the Ironstone blade? It is what creates the brittleness in his soul. The weight, as you're grabbing the ring, you feel the weight, the plunging, the grabbing, the darkness of it slipping and shedding its attention to you. The Ironstone blade still creates the brittleness, the hollowness, the fatigue.
But taking one item will save him, so I don't have to take both.
You're not 100% sure on that. You're 100% sure that taking the items, both items, will save. Beyond that, everything else is a guess. But I leave the decision to you. But he is fading. So, in the spirit of him dying, 10, 9.
Wait, there's no other way to save him?
7.
Alright, I'll take it. I'll take both.
You take both. Let us return to our party.
God damn it.
Oh,
I
I
like
like
that.
that.
Taking the head.
To Healith, this is what you see. This eradicating might, this churning force of internal dread, this moment of like, this isn't how it was supposed to be, this isn't how it was supposed to happen, to a trick of all things, a flaming rope. That's what undid me. That's what like all my training was folly to. And as you're lying there and you feel someone grabbing at your very essence, trying to mend you, as if Mina sits right next to you, but you can't see her. A warm plunge into your very heart. And though you can't see anything, you feel the plucking of an object, like a grape from a vine. And what you see is 2 items being removed from you, not just physically, but spiritually.
Oh, no.
Your bag feels lighter as the Ironstone blade is removed from your person, and a small ring.
Yeah. What
Healith,
the fuck?
you all of a sudden you are at 0 health, so you are at the bottom of
It was negative
your positive
one.
health.
But damn,
Boy still had that bullshit on him.
he had the precious.
Listen, he was carrying the ring times 2. He literally had 2 1 rings on him.
Yeah.
One thing I do need to quick note take. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry.
Carrying the ring 2 times.
So
Calling you Frodo
Healith,
from now
the
on.
Ironstone sword, negatives are no longer in effect to you. So you now operate normally. Mina, the Ironstone is now in your possession. You just got a message about the negatives that it does bring about.
Can I
It's a
give
team
it
effort,
back?
y'all. That's the funniest shit. It's a team effort. y'all.
Over to Akama and Thala. So Akama, you had just finished an action. So right now we are going to go to Thala. Thala.
Real quick before you go to that though, I don't know how capable this man is right now, but after I hit a crit, where's this perk at? After a natural crit, I can roll a d20, On a success, the opponent will lose their next attack. On a failure, I'll lose my next one. Try to think of a better comeback. I would like to make sure this man can't do shit right now.
He said, "I'm gonna try my best."
So this is
Suck
which
it.
this is suck it. This is applied on what?
That I don't know. It doesn't exactly specify like what the roll would be. It just says roll a d20. Hey man. Give me
All
my
right.
choice of
So
charisma.
you're gonna pick a charisma check. Which one?
We gonna do deception because I got a +8 in it now.
Perfect. You're gonna try to deceive him. So let's roll your deception and roll his insight to try to see through it and see who comes out the higher. He does have a +5.
Holy moly.
But you know what?
That's insanity.
Oh fuck. Well,
20.
20. Oh, God.
20. Where'd
So,
the voice go?
you-
What happened to that?
He is contemplating life.
You do lose your next attack trying to think of a better comeback. However, Thala, so you witness as like a comma is in this struggle with Veln. What do you do?
I feel like, well, first of all, I'm over here like, when that was happening and he's trying to like bite his head off and I guess turned invisible, I'm not gonna stay standing right in front of him. So I'm over here like, wait a minute. While this is happening, I feel like once I just like, I would have tried to move towards, what's his name? Kristoff in the
Kristoff.
fucking bubble. Because that's what I'm
Kristoff
supposed to be doing,
Valemois.
trying to get the fucking flower.
Yep. So the thing you would see on Kristoff's side as you're like approaching him, he's still inside his bubble. He is preparing a scroll of teleportation.
No, we ain't.
Get
No, we
this
ain't.
man.
No, we ain't. Because because I'm going back. I'm over here like, because the bubble was just made by a scroll, right?
Yes.
All right. I'm over here like, nope, I don't like any of this. So we're gonna have to attack the fuck. Wait, never mind. We're gonna have to try to attack this bubble again because he can't leave.
Let's see it.
Wait, we gotta throw something
What?
on this motherfucker because this ain't no way in hell. I'm over here like, I have 4 minor epic tokens. Throw one on that bitch.
Let's see it then. Minor epic token trying to break the bubble to get an opportunity to stop the teleportation of Kristoff.
Oh no, hell no. Okay. Nope. We're doing that again.
All right, let's see it. Mastery.
I have mastery on a D10. I don't know why that's different, but that's what it says.
Yeah, mastery where it's the lowest you can get is a 10.
As opposed to what? 8. Yeah.
17.
So is that 18?
That would be an 18, yes. So,
My minor
That
token,
means-
with my
Does that mean
so
that you
with this minor token, you come slamming down into the shield. The shield starts to crack. It starts to buckle. It starts to break. But it needs more.
I'm doing it again.
Let's see it. Or another token or no?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Might as well. Yeah.
Let's see it.
Adam is
Are we
so
in
happy.
another minor epic token?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Like, yes, they're finally spending my tokens.
I don't give a look. Shit. I need to do something. God damn it.
A 10 that is still good enough to break the barrier, as it was already buckling and breaking, and you're able to. I'm going to let you try to continue the attack of this minor epic token against Kristoff as he attempts to activate the teleporting scroll. So what we are going to need is a good old fashioned roll off.
Okay.
Thala versus Kristoff.
Kristoff. Okay. Why you sound like a dying goat?
Hey, let my little someone get his little lick in too. Let my little wolf nibble his
I
arm a little
forgot.
bit.
Yo, I feel like since the bubble popped, the wolf is in there. I just look.
Yeah, let him get a little nibble on
But
his
anyway.
ass.
He's trying to get the flower too. No. No. Oh,
He danced on your
no.
die. You don't got nothing
Bullshit.
else to re-roll that
I'm over
time?
here like I feel like I'm over here like I don't know, but I'm trying. I'm trying my
And-
damnedest right now.
I'll give you a second to see if you have anything.
I'm like,
10,
fuck. I
9.
hate that.
8, 7,
You got that joint that lets you
6,
re-roll with
5.
tokens?
4,
No,
3,
I don't.
Damn,
2.
you cooked.
Oh,
1.
no, the only thing I have is something like only thing I have is things to deflect spells, but it's not.
A
it's not gonna be
crater is made where Kristoff was but a second ago. As the water pours in, crushing through stone and metal. Sadly, the only part of Kristoff that stayed in this room is his right foot in the mouth of a Kama's pet.
He ain't look. He wasn't trying to get the foot. He was supposed to get the flower. He should have took a hand.
Veln, in all of this, is going to activate another one of his perks, which is he is going to roll a d20, and this is for Superstar. Every place you go, a d20 amount of diehard fans await to follow your commands. This represents guards and soldiers for Veln. And so let's see how many
Oh my
are coming
God.
to Veln's aid.
Hopefully none. Good. It's
6.
not-
A respectable number. 6 of the guards come in. I'm going to theme 3 of them, as they were mainly prepped for Mina, as having like counter spell scroll guards, and then the other 3 are coming in with like spears and shields. You definitely hear that there's a commotion elsewhere, but there is something else that we do need to roll for, because it's not just our villains that have aid coming in. Mina and Healith sit there as the Phoenix Court members. 2 of them are injured. One of them is basically untouched. And even with the fact that Healith has health, squaring off against them for another round in your condition seems a bit precarious. But there was a commotion made earlier that got the attention of the city, and we need to see who comes to the aid of our heroes. And we're going to do this with a dice roll. All the mentioned heroes at the beginning of the session, and the Andrews, are
I like this.
on the d20 roll. Who
Oh my God.
comes to the party's aid?
I swear to God.
You know what? I have a. Go ahead and roll that, and then I have something. Continue. Go
Let's
ahead.
see what the d20 says.
Oh my
Oh.
fucking God.
That was
Oh,
Skim, right?
pride. I believe.
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's fucking scam.
Skimthany.
All right.
As the 2 Phoenix Court members are kind of like trying to like dust themselves off and stand back up, and they're definitely a little like, okay, I'm getting tired of that person in the spirit realm. We need to deal with them. The serpentine one, the mage in front of Healith, readies another one of the attacks that he had just fired at Healith. Mina, for you, the chain of events goes as followed. You rummage around, you grab the items, you stabilize Healith, and then you look up, and you hardly even have a moment to try to think of what to do as the next volley of the attack is about to come in. When just as it's about to come in, this volley of magic towards Healith, all of a sudden they are knocked out of the sky by a punch from above, and this bestial form that looks almost entirely like Brelix comes
my God.
thundering in.
Oh my God.
Okay.
He got
It's
the
okay.
Vegeta haircut.
He looks over, he sees the Phoenix Court, he sees the condition that Healith's in, and to your surprise, Mina, he looks you dead in the eyes as well. As he jumps over and he grabs Healyth by the chest, like the chest plate, and just pulls him into his arm and jumps into the room that you're in. And as he's moving, he's like, "We go now!"
Yeah, I bet.
Can I respond as Healyth?
He let me do my
do
thing.
actions in this moment?
Yes, yeah, you are stabilized as he so that you may take any action that you would like.
Healyth reaches into his pocket and grabs out a healing hematite.
Mhm.
He will crush it, and he will be like, "No, we still have a job to do."
Other two coming.
Oh, you might want to go. Oh shit. 3 is one thing. All 5, my good bitch. He's like,
At least you got the full
I've
range
been
of your
trying
emotions
to
now.
use that stone for like 20 minutes, so it's a little
it's
frustrating.
okay. I didn't get to do my thing.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you. Don't worry. We got you.
Healyth is going to try and struggle because he knows we've got to fight, as well as the weird sensation of every single moment over the past couple days flooding back with full emotions is kind of just a little overwhelming, and he wants to do something because he hasn't felt himself since he picked up the Iron Light.
Skem makes no attempt to like forcibly pick you up, so like basically his action, instead of like lifting you like into his arms and going into the next room, as you like kind of like try to take autonomy for yourself, he would just kind of like leave you and go like, "I can't stay. Deal. I bear soul."
Oh. He's got to be.
And Skem
Stat rat.
Skem goes to leave. Though you can't see the other two at this moment, you do hear their comet version of flying, not their wing flappy version, but the like.
It's Dragon Ball
They
Z
on the-
flying through the air.
Phoenix Express. Out this bitch.
And I still have no idea obviously I have no idea what's going on with Akama and Thala. There's been no communication with us and them. I know we have to try and get them. I think Healyth would look back at Skem and say, "Thala's that way."
Well, he's scam sleeping, but maybe not now.
You see a definite hesitation in him. He 100% stops.
Do what you must.
He grabs your shoulder, and he goes, "You get Thala. Leave."
Healyth has had about up to here with everybody telling him what to do of late. So he just kind of turns on Skem, is like, "No, you grab Thala and leave. She's yours. Go get her."
Scam's like, I am like the main component in this. I got to go. I can't
Then
die.
you will die to them.
Oh.
That's when Healyth will look over at where Mina's. I'm presuming that I can see the mound that is Mina.
Cocoon.
Yeah.
The little cocoon that she's got. Maybe. But she has something that I need to use on them anyways.
He
Is it-
does not. He
real
very
world
clearly
or
doesn't
is it real
understand that.
Yeah.
He looks across the courtyard, and he knows there's no way for him to make it across the courtyard without the Phoenix Court attention on something or someone else.
And that's when I look at him and go. Get her. I'll hold their attention. As Healith, without the Ironstone blade, gets ready to go across and give them something to focus on.
Okay. Mina, what would your
Yes.
action be?
Well, now that Healith is healed, I would like to give him back the Ironstone blade.
Just slip it back in your
The
pocket.
Ironstone blade is not something easily moved from person to person, especially
Damn.
on the spiritual side of things. Now, of course, you're always welcome to try. But as you hold the blade, there is something that you are made all too aware of. It's something that Healith has known for quite a while. Ironstone is a very fragile material. It is not strong in any merit. By all conventional means, it is worthless, other than its properties against the Phoenix Court. Or Phoenixes in general, I should say. And so, while, yes, you can force the attempt to give Healith back his blade in the spirit side of things, one, you know his spirit is still fragile, and so it could break him. And two, the blade itself is fragile. It is not easy to move, and the blade itself could break. But here in Cinematic Epic, you are always welcome to try.
Well, before we try, I think at this point anyway, Mina would want to go back into her physical being because the risk is too dangerous that she'd get fucked up with
Her
all
actual
these.
body.
Yeah, my actual body
Okay.
would get.
So you are back in the physical state of things.
And now I can talk to Healith.
Yes, you may talk to Healith. Albeit,
Yeah.
all of this, it needs to be relatively short. I'm going to give you the leeway to catch up, as you didn't speak in the previous scene. You could have been doing this while the conversation was happening. So that you're coming into this conversation roughly at the point where Skem is going like, I'll hold them off, you go get Thala and get out of here. And then Healith saying, no, I'll hold them off, you go get Thala. And that is where
No,
you
you.
enter this.
So, okay.
You
Mina
were
looks at
intentions.
Healith and says to him, I saved your life. I have the blade. You had the ring inside you. I can try and give it back to you. What do you want to do?
Inside you, my guy. you feel
Without
it?
even hesitation, Healith looks at Mina and almost aggressively, which is probably a little strange, which is strange to every single time that you've ever worked with Healith, that he's like, give me the Ironstone.
Mina looks at Healith and says, I'm sorry. It was your life or the sword, but take it back now. And we'll try and give it back to him.
Try.
Perfect. So the Ironstone is
I would like to use a cinematic token, because I can finally use one for the first time in a long time to ease the passing of this transition here.
perfect. So I will keep that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna roll a d20, and then I will give you your options on how that can modify. Not a d20, a calamity. We're gonna roll a calamity. And I will give you the option of how that can your narrative token. This is a minor cinematic, or what is it?
Yes,
Minor
it's the only
cinematic.
minor cinematic is the only ones that I have.
Cool, perfect. And so I'll give you how you can theme this here in just a second. But let's roll a calamity.
Okay.
That is good for the
Yeah.
party.
Good.
Okay.
That is good for
All
the
right.
party. With your token, you can either ease the passing on you, accepting the blade, ease the passing on Mina, relinquishing the blade, or ease the passing on the blade itself to keep it in its, like, the most structurally safe the blade can be.
Damn.
Here's a weird question. Can I double up on my usage? Can I use 2 minor tokens in this moment, or is it only 1?
It's one per.
Okay.
If it was medium, could he have chosen to? No.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't have one, so it doesn't.
I know.
Helis' goal in mind is to keep the stone, keep the Aaron stone, and Mina safe.
Can we talk about this like quickly, me and Heath?
So here's to describe it as, in how you would both perceive it. In theory, you hold out a small blade, right? But a gladius in size, it should be easy for Heath to take from you. But as he grabs the handle, you feel a tug, something deep in the bowels of your existence. You feel your spirits colliding and both compressing and stretching against each other. And even though in your mind you think, open my hand, release the weapon, give it to Heath. I have no issue with doing that. It feels like to do so, you're prying open your very hand, breaking your bones just to open your fist to palm. And Heath feels the same way as he's trying to grab the weapon. Like his hand hovers over the hilt of it as he brings his fingers to try to so rapidly switch the ownership back and forth. The blade itself, you can feel, vibrates, distorts. The blade bends, the hilt buckles, little cracks start to appear. And so while you don't have the express words of alleviate the pressure of X, Y, and Z, that is as you see it, you can interact with it within the world.
I would then focus on making certain that Mina can give up the blade.
Yes.
The faster that this transition can happen, the faster I can use it, and sure, it might. We'll see what happens from there.
Mina, as you are the one alleviated from this, you feel your spirit able to release this weapon from it. The cloudiness, the gloom of it dissipates. However, a notable crack runs down the blade of the Aaron stone, and it seems less full, less this echoing fragility that it exuded seems weaker. And Heath, you then suffer in the brunt of the spirit collision, and we are going to roll a d20 versus your magical resist as an attack. So your magic resist versus a anonymous d20.
Okay.
So 16, not a bad roll.
That was scary.
+4, so
Hey, everything helps.
So you were able to weather the majority of the incoming attack. However, you do suffer 1 damage from it colliding back onto you. But as you hold the Ironstone blade, again, you can see that the structure of the weapon is in question.
I will store it for now. No sense in revealing that we have it just yet, because I doubt that they know that we have it. And then I will turn back to Skem and, using my regular halberd, go out into the courtyard to gather the attention of the Phoenix Court so he can get across to Thala and Kama.
So Heath is rushing out, Skem's rushing across the courtyard. Mina, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there too and and attack with magic to try and also distract them.
So the two of you run out into the courtyard, and the Phoenix Court at this point, the two that were getting themselves ready are back up onto their feet, and they look very upset. The Serpentine one has like rallied back with them, and you can now, they're not here, but you can see in the sky the 2 others coming in. So with that, over to Thala. You said you had an action that you wanted to follow up on.
Yeah, because I was like, and I'm glad. That's why when I was like, I'm glad it wasn't. Okay, I'm glad, but I'm not glad that it wasn't that we didn't roll a 20 and get angry because I feel like I'm over here like, haha. I don't know if this is the time where I can use this fancy new perk, but I feel like when when way back when Mina told Thala that Veln had the flower, just in case, because I don't know. We fought Veln before, and it hasn't turned out well. I don't know where he's going with the flower, but it's the Golden City. It's not going to be a good thing. I feel like Thala would have been like, you know what? We should probably, because Angwin's my new buddy now. I feel like she would try to let him know that Veln took the flower because he also obviously knows the flower is important. So whether or not not to say he was there to help, he would also be trying to somehow help us track down the flower to get it back. Whether it be that he showed up to help or he was somehow, I don't want to say tracking the flower, but...
And this is using the 2 steps ahead perk, right? That's what you're attempting to do?
Yeah.
With that, so this is how I'm going to cinematically play this part out. Akama, as you're wrestling with Veln, one of the things that is becoming very obvious to you is you can feel him healing, and as his skull unfractures and his the wounds begin to heal, you feel your teeth getting pushed out of him to the point where you're worried about your own teeth chipping. His armor thumbs with a different type of magic, though. There's something else going on, but it's beyond anything that you've ever experienced. There seems to it's like as if his armor is just creating. He's not healing. He just is. You know that this moment that you had, this where you've seized the advantage, you crippled in, has come to a crushing end, especially with that sucket going the opposite way. And you know that you are powerless. You have no attack ready as his next blow begins to come in. Veln, having suffered wounds, you see blood running down his face, a mixture of pleasure from the bout and pain, having not bled very often in a fight. Veln powers up another major epic token. As this charges up, you hear a swirl of magic. One steps next to Thala. One, you feel hearing your wolf ears twitch behind you. Healeth, you're running out into the courtyard, you see as Skem leaps into the air, something just opens up in front of him.
Okay. Because I swear to God,
in front of each one of you
I was gonna be pissed.
Begin to open. And on the other side of the portal, you see a strained Anguin going like, "Your ride's here."
We're best friends now, bruh. I'm sorry.
Tim has no choice as he's in the air and just jumps unwillingly into the portal. But for each one of you, as Skem enters the portal, you just see him standing next to Anguin, and in the portals around him, Healeth, as you're moving forward and you see this opening in front of you, you see Thala, you see Akama. So Thala, would you go into the portal?
Would I go into the portal? I ain't got nowhere else to go. Look, the flower's gone.
Akama, I'm gonna give you a choice. You can leap backwards into the portal or risk it versus the attack.
I'm bad at there.
With
Yeah.
the epic
Yeah,
token.
I'm up out of there.
Yeah,
Not another
major
epic token.
a major.
Yo, listen,
Absolutely not.
let me get one of them so I can use that shit on his head next time. Let me crunch his head up.
Oh,
with that
look,
joint.
only if you promise that shit actually still got used, so it's gonna be wasted.
So, Mina, Helith, you both see that Skem, Akama, Thala are all safe next to Angwin. Do you take your portals?
Yeah.
As you
Yes.
you step through the portals. I have but one thing left, because no action can happen without a dice roll. We are going to roll a calamity.
Of course we
I knew
are.
it.
Quick,
But you know what?
as Veln sees this portal and lunges out an attack, trying to make it through the portal.
Hell no. Can I just hit him? I just want to hit him. Ha!
A 29
Fucking hell.
is good for the party.
Fuck him.
Yeah,
You see
let me
in this
hold his arm.
moment, though. You see in this moment, though, as like Veln's blade, like where it's going, he wasn't aiming at any member of the party. Had his blade gone true, Angwin would have been the recipient
Yeah, I bet.
of the
Yeah,
attack.
no. Mm-mm.
Damn,
Not-
he's trying
not
to take the
today.
wizard out.
He was.
Trying to take the wizard
In
out.
another curious moment, though, to each one of you, as the portal that Veln would be striking through closes, as it closes around Veln's blade, the portal is held open by the blade until Veln pulls it back, unsheathing it.
As the portal closes, I just want to hit this man with the "I'll kill you later, motherfucker."
Oh, bitch.
I can't believe I bit this man in the head and this man survived.
Sorry.
Punching that man's whole shit up. I said, "Ah."
That's why I was like, wait, I have a thing.
Angwin stands before the party. That was about as close a call as I've seen in a while. But you all seem better than you are worse.
We are, but they still have the flower.
Yes, it's going to be concerning, however. That does not
Chris-
derail our plans. I've been speaking with... Oh, sorry. Oh, my goodness.
Oh shit.
Oh, I know how to breathe and swallow.
Yeah. Simultaneously. Yeah, Kristoff has the flower.
Yes, that is most unfortunate. However, I had feelings after speaking with my colleague, the Archmage from Ambervale. You all met him at the summit. And mysteries have unfolded about your benefactor. In fact, I do believe it's time you heard him speak, touch more candidly.
The benefactor? Or Cicero?
And Angwin begins swirling his hands, albeit he is quite tired. You can tell the multiple portals was strained his body.
Yeah.
But he does pull up a... it's like the speaking equivalent of a portal, so you couldn't like walk through it, but allows you to effectively FaceTime with the person.
Not face.
And it is your benefactor. And your benefactor has some words that you all certainly need to hear.
I'm sure we do. Let me hear it.
Hello, Free Agent Team B. It is your benefactor.
Oh.
While we haven't spoken in some time, I want to congratulate you for making it into the finals of the Golden Tournament. The wish is just within your grasp, and as your benefactor, I couldn't be more proud.
Mm-hmm.
However, up until this point, I've held my tongue when it came to telling you all why I invested in you To begin with, when we first met, I told you that I do not seek the wish, and that is a promise that hasn't changed. Instead, I require a greater favor from you.
I don't like
There
that.
have been rumors about me, and now that you've made it to the finals of this tournament, I feel it's time you finally learn the truth. I am not just your benefactor. My name is Nazmara Al-Zafir, and I'm one of the last surviving genies in the
He is a
realm.
genie. Cicero was right.
Before the Golden Queen stole the land where her city now resides, it used to be Zafir, the city of genies.
Oh.
She's
Attractive.
since ordered every record of its existence to be destroyed, every mention of our past to be met with punishment, and every surviving story of our existence to be twisted by her propaganda machine. Despite her efforts, some of us still remain genies today, and there aren't very many. Either hide away in fear, or they do what I do. Operate from the shadows to try to overthrow the Golden Queen. When the tournament was announced, I sought a free agent team to anonymously fund in order to keep a low profile. It's also part of the reason why I limited the magic I've used in your favor, because it only took a single wish granted to expose me. I knew the risks of granting Akama's wish for Cicero's Book of the Divines, but I did it anyway, hoping it would give our team the knowledge it needed to make it to where you are today. But like I said, that is only part of the reason I've limited my magic. The truth is, my magic is finite. When my magic runs out, then so do I.
Oh.
So I've done what I can to assist you in your battles up to this point. The only problem now lies in what stands between you and the finish line. The Phoenix Court are formidable foes, but I believe you've been given an equalizer for them. The Golden City team, on the other hand, are a different story. You've been bested by Veln in most confrontations, and a lot of it has to do with his armor. The same armor that acts as a barbaric monument, made of the melted lamps of my murdered friends and family. It's of great interest to me that this armor is wrestled from the grasp of the Golden City, and I'm willing to risk it all to see it happen. That is why I'm creating my most powerful gift yet.
Oh.
A pair of genie bracers that will go to just one of you. With them, I'll be able to use some of my magic to improve your actions. But every time my magic is used, it gets me a step closer to being extinguished. Orm's growing power and influence has forced us into desperate times. So here is my desperate measure. Oh, and don't worry. I won't force you to bicker about who gets the honor of wearing them, because I've already chosen. Thala, you recognize more than anyone what it means to have your home and your people slaughtered and used as a scapegoat for Orm, and she's cast the remaining Neridari into the shadows of Lunarport, just as she's banished the remaining genies to the darkest corners of the realm. Since you are leader of this team, I grant you the responsibility to avenge your people. And mine. Use my magic to take back the armor that Veln wears, and to do whatever it takes to remove Orm from her throne. Kill her if you have to. I'd love to witness her demise myself, so I'd greatly appreciate it if I didn't perish from all of this. But if you must use all of my magic to get the job done, then it's a sacrifice that I'm prepared to make. Good luck with the road ahead. Speak to you soon.
And with that, Angwin's magic collapses as he's... But you see, we have a few more tricks too. And his words are cut off by a Breakspear who kind of barges in, like,
Of course.
I'm really sorry, but I was told to come here. Mina, quick.
Oh shit.
Oh, what?
The fucking
is going on?
Andrews. The fucking Andrews.
As the party
Fucking
ventures back to the homestead, you're worried what you're going to see, but in fact, actually, as the door opens to Mina's room, the Andrews are both fine. They look very tired. In fact, actually, much to your disbelief, Mina, you're looking at the two Andrews, and their hands, just their hands, are in the spirit realm.
They practice it.
Oh my god.
And they are one of the only things holding Deep Bark in place in this world. Deep Bark, with great agony and with great weight in these words, speaks in the treekin form. Though it makes no sense to Healith or Kama or Thala, there is a sadness that washes over you, even you, Healith, despite the Aaronstone. Though you don't understand the words directly, you understand that they are final words. As Deep Bark communes with Mina, in the fastest Mina that you've ever heard a treekin speak, albeit still very slowly, he explains that his time has come. His moment on this world, this evergreen spirit that he has amongst himself, in him, that he is to your people, to your island, to your hope. He can bear this no longer. In fact, he speaks about how he probably would have passed sooner had it not been for you spirit walking with him. It alleviated a part of him that he thought was gone, healed an aspect of his wound that he thought would never heal. You hear a voice from behind you, and this you all hear. I'm really sorry that I didn't know he was an evergreen spirit. As you turn, you see Sequoia.
No.
You know that one anyway.
I really feel a touch silly that I didn't notice it. I mean, for what it's worth, it means that you protected him really well. But when I felt him reaching out, I knew I had to come. I don't know what you taught those boys of yours, but I haven't seen that type of, well, treekin gardening, if you will, in quite some time. If you're okay with it, Mina, I'd like to help his passing, in him passing that title to you. The thing you would know about the Evergreen Spirit is it is something that you probably, as in your younger days, would have dreamed about being. But it was only ever given to something, to a treekin, a true treekin. They represent the purest form of protection and life and growth and hope for the treekin as a species. You would know that this is an honor beyond honors. That both Deep Bark and now Sequoia want you to have this title. but it cannot just be forced. It must be accepted.
Mhm.
In some ways, Mina doesn't feel like she's worthy of it, but you know what? Mina has done her best to protect the team
Random civilians.
and random civilians, these small children, and she's done everything that she has done for her island and you know, the trees that live there. So I will accept it.
If this all help.
Really good. I'm glad to hear.
Yay.
Anyway, I'm just going to be a conduit for you two, so you don't have to focus on that. And you can just be with each other in this final moment. Andrews, if you could let me in. And she goes and she sits next to the Andrews, and she too spirit walks her hands in this type of gardening, if you will.
Gardening.
This ritual for the treekin, for Mina, it feels all too short. It feels like it's here and gone in an instant. As you watch this essence and this life and this being who had existed long before you is just robbed from this world. Something that could have eternally lived is now dead because of the greed and the want and the need for nothing from this damned Aurum. For the rest of you, as you sit through this, it takes the better part of an hour to proceed.
Damn.
But each one of you feels compelled to stay here. But something is drawn to each one of you. For Thala, it's looking at these bracers now clad on your skin. And this power you feel. And part of it also is an understanding now of what Veln is with his magic and the things that he's capable of.
Colonizer.
For Healith, you feel a sense of determination, and some annoyance, some resentment over the way the last combat went. But the true thing that eats at you is, and when you were charging back out into that courtyard, even though you knew you weren't going to use the Ironstone blade in your distraction, as you looked at each one of the Phoenix Court, you thought to yourself, I'd kill you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. But there was a tingling feeling on your shoulder, as if despite the numbness, despite the echoing nothing, despite the fact that your feelings and your emotions feel but just out of reach, that same feeling of willing to kill didn't or couldn't manifest when you looked up at the comet that you knew was Helen. A comma. You see a letter had arrived for you. As you open this letter quietly to not disturb, and you read through just the opening lines, you know it's from your sister.
Sister.
In the village.
I ain't even got siblings.
Y'all
As
ain't
you
ever
be-
asked me shit.
As you begin
Y'all ain't
to...
even say nothing after seeing me transform. Y'all just like, oh, that's just what he do now.
Look, We ain't had time to talk, bruh. What you mean?
And so, Akama, you begin to read this letter that reads simply, "From your sister, written but 2 days ago." As the ritual completes itself, Mina steps forward, an evergreen spirit, a guardian of her people, of everything, of life. And this new form for Mina feels ready for the challenges ahead.
Not that no.
The somber scene of Deepbark's passing and his final utterance and treant. Guru. Guru Dash. And as the hands of the Andrews slip back into the mortal plane, you see the mark on their thumbs, denoting them as watchers of the forest.
I greet them.
Their connection with you and the trees have brought them far beyond the heights of just the two sailors they set out in the beginning of this long quest.
Elevated.
You wanted to
We
send
should
them
probably
off.
tell their parents. Sure did.
In one moment, Healeth from his thoughts of Helen, Thala from her thoughts of Veln, Akama from the note in his hands, and Mina from the appreciation and somber, are all cut short as an arcane addressment blares onto your to the viewing runes in your homestead, and you hear this sound over any addressment that the Golden City has, house to house, homestead to homestead, general addressments. It's as if it echoes from everywhere. Kristoff's voice booming into the night.
Breaking news in the Golden Tournament. It is with great pride that I announce to you, the people of the Golden City, that our Royal Empress Aurum has reached new heights.
Oh, God.
Yes, if you thought that she was great and powerful before, then cast your eyes on your Empress, who's reached an even higher form of being. As her herald, I've been tasked with the honor of informing you all that henceforth she will be recognized as High Empress Aurum.
God.
And her first act, my Golden City denizens, is for you to all hunt down a woman that wishes to threaten our High Empress's reign. A dangerous woman known as Sequoia, who we believe is plotting to assassinate our High Empress and sink our Golden City into the sea. Why? Well, I can't pretend to understand the motivations of bloodthirsty terrorists. All I know is that she wishes to harm all of us. Our High Empress takes this threat so seriously that she's putting a 1 million gold bounty on her head to be captured alive. So capture this villain, hand her over to your High Empress, and become rich beyond your wildest dreams. All as a token of your High Empress's appreciation. What are you waiting for?
Wow.
Happy hunting, denizens!
Christ. Yep.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was bound to happen.
That's why he ain't got no foot no more. Fuck that
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, fuck him.
Yeah.
You walk with a limp.
But with
Might kick
that,
him in the good leg.
you hear the city come to life.
Oh, no.
though it seems as if it's not as universally one note as the Golden City would perhaps enjoy. To many of the denizens of the Golden City, you, the heroes of the unnamed B team thrown together, had become the heroes that they had become attached to, that they looked up to, that they cheered for, that they hoped would win. But now that balance is precariously placed as the city itself is turned against you, itself, and the hopes that neither the Golden City team nor the Phoenix Court will get the wish. Will our heroes be able to rise to the occasion? Will they be able to match the things that are going to be coming at them? Well, in this session of Cinematic Epic, our story has concluded. But there are 2 remaining sessions coming up to decide. This is the end game. We are coming up on the final decisions here in this in this season of Cinematic Epic. With this, with the role play, with the decisions, with the actions that we have had taken, Thala, you are being presented with a minor epic token and a major cinematic token as the weight of not only your storyline, but our good genie friends, our benefactors' story rests with your wrists.
Indeed. Cool.
Mina Graves, you are going to receive 1 minor epic token, 1 minor cinematic token, and you may choose between a medium, cinematic, or epic token.
I'll do epic.
Perfect. So 1 minor cinematic, 1 minor epic, and then 1 medium epic token. Akama. In this session, you brought forth a lot of rage, and you had a moment where your attacks were humbled. But this has only resolved your thoughts and feelings to want to bring forth more later. 2 medium epic tokens are coming your way. And for Healith, you had moments, but you were humbled. And this, I think, doesn't sit well with all the training, with all the desire, with all the want wrestling in Healith's being. Healith, you're going to receive 1 major epic token and 1 medium epic token, neither of which can be used versus Helen. And on that note, for Cinematic Epic. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I do have one more thing. With the exception of Akama, the Healith, Thala, Mina Graves, you are all going up 1 milestone.
Oh shit. Well.
And the last thing I have to say is that for the conclusion of the Cinematic Epic Golden Tournament, we will be coming back to you after our holiday break. This will be the last session that we're bringing to you live this year. And so we will see you back after the holiday break, where some fun, big things are going to be happening as we get into those final 2 episodes. There's just one wish. You have to win the Tournament of Gold. But until we see you again after the holiday break, we thank you so much, whether you watched us live or you caught us after we aired. You mean so much to us. And until we see you again, bye-bye. Bye-bye now.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Still alive.
I had to
Still
wipe my
kicking.
foot with a golden boot.
We gonna take it and melt it down and sell it.